South Point Red Raider football is brought to you by Avery Insurance Agency, Byram's Upholstery, McLean Funeral Home, B&W Tire Service, Belmont Savings Bank, Belmont Specialty Foods, Big Red Booster Club, Cabinets Unlimited, Chicken King Restaurant, Frank's Heating and Air, Glenway Pub, Hillbillies Barbecue, Lodge Tavern and Tap, Nichols Food Stores, Pack Brothers Collision Center, Rollins Insurance, Sammy's Pub, South Point Baptist Church, String Bean, SuperRaiders.com, Textile Lanes, Southern Comfort of Charlotte, Vista Angels. And now let's go down to the field for tonight's ball game. Well, and welcome sports fans to Stuart Cramer High School here in Cramerton, North Carolina. It's South Point Red Raider football on AM 1450 WGNC and FM 101.1. Scott Meisler along with Charlie Martin, along with Mr. Corky Fulton out there on the field. And Corky, this South Point team's kind of on a roll. They found a real sweet spot in Blee as the quarterback. Patrick Blee's done a great job as a freshman coming in with a hurt Pfeiffer. And then you got Cam Medlock that's doing a great job as fullback. And it's Red Raider football at its finest.
It is, Scott. And, you know, I'm hoping that we're on a roll tonight because we've been off for a week. I kind of forgot about what was going on. I told my wife this afternoon, it was about 3 o'clock. She said, "You going to the football game?" I forgot about the football game. It was 3 o'clock. I had to get ready. But here we are. I don't know if we're in Belmont or Cramerton, but we're on the old grounds of the Lakewood Golf Course. You remember this place?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Played golf out there many times.
Yeah, certainly was.
And that was a beautiful facility, home of the Stuart Cramer Storm, and we're going to have a good football game tonight.
Well, they certainly are. And again, you're just getting started in the football season, and all of a sudden you get a bye right off the bat. And I think it really kind of helped the Red Raiders. And, maybe we see Pfeiffer each and every week. I'm sure he's getting stronger, and maybe he gets back into the lineup. But, boy, you can't say enough about how Patrick Blee's taking up the slack.
Well, if he gets back in the lineup, he's going to have to earn his spot back. I mean, it's just plain and simple. Patrick Blee's done a great job stepping in as a freshman. He's a leader. He's calm, cool. He's collective. But, Pfeiffer's a ball player. They're going to find somewhere for him to play. But talking about somebody who's back is the tight end, Jackson Blee, Patrick's older brother. He's clear to play tonight. Good. So it'd be nice to see if he's back in the lineup. But you got to remember the Colby Hamilton kid, he's done a great job stepping in the last couple of games. Where's that kid going to play? Do you use both of the guys? So, a lot of options for South Point here tonight.
Well, it's sort of like this. Each and every year, South Point, you wonder who's going to step up. And it's always been each and every year somebody steps up. And, you wonder when is ever going to be a rebuilding year. And, I think with the way, this red bone offense is taught all the way from middle school all the way up, just people are waiting to go into the wings. And what's interesting to me is all of the opponents, everybody in the Big South, goes against the same offense each and every year, and you know what it's going to be. And every now and again, they'll put a wrinkle in by throwing the football, but you know that it's going to be that option football, and they still can't stop it.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and it's not necessarily who's going to be up. It's the next man that's up. I was talking to Jason Rumfeld. He's a alumni here for South Point. He's done a lot of great things for the community and for the Red Raider program the last year, basically. And he made a statement to the football team a couple of weeks ago about how we had a record turnout for the Little Red Raiders Optimist program. So more kids than ever are coming into the program. The program's in good hands. Belmont's growing. More and more houses every day, more and more kids every day, more and more athletes every day. You can't help but think the future's even brighter now than ever before for the Red Raider football program.
And the interesting part about that, too, is you got a Stuart Cramer that's come in. You've got East Gaston, and each of those pools, some, the student body numbers away from South Point. So it's kind of an interesting situation, but still the Red Raiders are still trying to always keep that good football tradition alive, and they've done it very, very well. And you know, it's just a fabric of the day for sure. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this. You're listening to South Point Red Raider football on AM 1450 WGNC and FM 101.1.
If you're looking for insurance for your home, auto, business, or life, Erie Insurance offers a range of services to meet individual or business insurance needs. Erie Insurance is available at Avery Insurance Agency. Call Mark Avery for a quote today for your home, auto, motorcycle, RV, and renter's insurance by calling 704-825-4134 or stop by our office at 210 North Main Street in Belmont. Erie and Avery Insurance for incredible deals on insurance.
At Belmont Savings Bank, you, the customer, are our number one priority. We believe there are many reasons customers choose to bank with us. Our loan and savings products offer competitive interest rates, and our personal bankers are people you can trust to handle all your financial needs. From financing a new home to planning your financial security, bring your dreams to Belmont Savings Bank. We're proud to be part of our community and to participate in the growth and prosperity of our region. Belmont Savings Bank, since 1915, hometown people, hometown banking. Member FDIC and equal housing opportunity.
This is Trey Lamb, head coach of your Running Bulldogs.
Throwing deep down the center of the field. There's an open man. It's caught. Luther at the goal line. Touchdown, Gardner Webb. Are you kidding me?
Catch every snap of every game all season long on your home for Gardner Webb football. WGNC AM 1450, FM 1011. Go Dogs.
Put this one in the win column. Nyree Gaither with the exclamation mark touchdown.
Big Red Booster Club is the fundraising arm of the South Point High School Athletic Department. But it also serves the school as the community leader in volunteerism. It's the community that serves the campus community. With meetings held on the first Monday of each month, this is your voice in creating great experiences for every student on campus. Memberships start at just $10. Find out what your $10 can do by logging on to BigRedBoosterClub.org. That's BigRedBoosterClub.org. Support the Red Raiders and go Big Red!
Rollins Insurance offers a wide range of policies and plans to meet your specific business or personal needs. Developing long-term relationships with you is what matters to us, no matter what life throws at you. Being a trusted choice independent insurance agency, we are able to choose a plan that protects you regardless of the company. Contact Larry or Chip to find out more about the packages we offer. For over 40 years, we have worried about your future so you can enjoy life now. Rollins Insurance, 704-825-4010, and they're located at 28 East Woodrow Avenue in Belmont. And we're back here at Stuart Cramer High School as we're getting ready for the toss of the coin. And Corky, a great night for football. The sun has just gone over below the trees, so good vantage point for us. Great time for football. And thank goodness we've gotten the humidity out of the way.
Well, it is, and we got that out of the way, but I guess we need to make sure this broadcast is going on. I'm getting texts from people saying they can't hear us, so I'm not sure.
I think we're good, but we'll check it out for sure.
Well, you check it out. I'm going to walk out here, and we're going to have the
sounds good. You do that, and I'll be listening.
Opening coin toss.
All right.
You gonna get her on the phone? Play ball. Everybody legal. Make sure everybody's got their knees covered. If you see a teammate with a pad uncovered, help them out, get it covered. Okay? All right, you're going to call it heads or tails before I toss it. That's a heads, tails, heads, tails, heads or tails. Tails. It's the tails. You won the toss. You want to defer. All right, you want the football, right?
All right, Scott. Any guesses?
I say we defer to second half.
Yeah, won the coin toss.
There you go.
We won every one of them last year, lost the opening one this year, and got another one tonight. What about that?
And, it's such an advantage to be able to do that because I really do believe what you do is you have to make a stop. And then all of a sudden it's advantage the other team because coming out, in halftime with the possession. You might have the lead, so you got an opportunity to further that lead. I like the option of waiting and deferring to second half, don't you?
Oh yeah, you want to see what this defense does. You got the Rockamore kid. He's out here throwing for 300 yards a game. He runs for 80, 85 yards a game, and an explosive offense. He's ranked like 5th in the state. He's the real deal. The South Point defense, their starting defense has only given up 1 touchdown all year. That was on an early turnover in their own territory, so they didn't have it like 20 yards to defend. But that's the only touchdown South Point's given up all year from the starting defense. So I'm excited to see these guys come in here and play tonight.
Corky. Somebody doesn't have the radio going, I guess.
They must not.
We're good to go. We're good to go. What a beautiful thing it is. That's for sure.
Can you hear me?
All right. A lot of excitement here. And, you love rivalries. And, you got East Gaston so close to South Point. Stuart Cramer, of course, pulling some of those students away from South Point High School. And, you never know, and so it really has to be a good start for South Point tonight. They got a super quarterback in Justin Rockamore that can really throw the football, and that's what we're going to expect tonight. A lot of air under that football.
Well, Scott, the only reason this game is a rivalry is because we're just a few minutes from each campus.
Yeah.
The reality is South Point's dominated this series ever since Stuart Cramer's been in existence. It makes for a good story, and it's always a good football game. As a matter of fact, it's a great football game most of the time. But South Point has dominated this series so far.
8-0.
Yeah, that's it. Well, there's a fresh 12 minutes on the clock as we're getting ready to kick it off. And, of course, Charlie Burtwhistle will be kicking it off. And what an advantage he's been, too, because being able to kick it deep and sometimes, and most of the times in the end zone, starts them out on the 20-yard line. So see what Burtwhistle can do. And he gets all into that one, but it's going to get all the way back to the end zone, and it will be a touchback.
Talk about Burtwhistle. I told you the Rockamore kid is number 5 in the state in total yards. Burtwhistle is number 5 in the state in kickoff yards. And we had a bye last week. He's probably 2 or 3 in the state.
Yeah, he'll be ready to go once he gets another game under his belt.
Guys, there's a lot of good ball players out here tonight on both sides.
Certainly is.
We're going to have a good time calling their names out. I'll hopefully have a good shootout tonight.
It'll be great. So Rockamore. And he must have number 1, there's a catch, and it's an interception.
Just like that. Just like that. Overthrown pass.
Whoa.
Overthrown pass. You never see a thing like that from Rockamore.
Well, and that's exactly what happened. The pass was tipped off the receiver's hand into a Red Raider, and who picked it up because he's going to get the belt.
He's going to get the belt.
Yeah.
They're calling for the belt on the sidelines.
So who was it got the interception?
Micah Stowe.
Micah Stowe. That's number 2 of them in there. That's great. So now South Point with the ball deep in Stuart Cramer territory at the 26-yard line. And that is Patrick Blee with the football. And he handed off. Did he hand it off, or Blee got loose and went into the end zone? So Blee took it in.
Oh, I'm down here with the defense. You're going to have to call the offense. I'm down here with the defense. These guys are jacked up.
So South Point strikes first. There's only been 2 plays in the game. It's an interception by Stuart Cramer and a touchdown now for the Red Raiders as Patrick Blee on the quarterback keeper kicked it in. And there is Blee. It's going to be a fake. And it's going to be Medlock will be tackled at the 2-yard line. And so the extra point is not good. But with only a matter of 19 seconds off the clock, we've got South Point leading 6-0 over Stuart Cramer. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to Red Raider football on AM 1450 WGNC and FM 101.1.
Wow.
You love your favorite old furniture, but you've noticed a few pieces are looking kind of shabby. Well, it's time to call Byram's Upholstery and make that favorite old furniture look brand new. Why buy pricey new furniture when you can have yours redone at Byram's Upholstery? Hey, and you can also protect your good furniture with slipcovers, custom made by Byram's. Byram's Upholstery, 709 South Main Street in Belmont. Call them at 704-825-8648.
Well, and we are back now at Stuart Cramer High School. Like I said, 18.8 seconds off the clock, Corky, as the Red Raiders now leading 6-0. So great start for the Red Raiders. And once again, we talked about Stuart Cramer having the football first. They weren't able to do anything. Turned around, the Red Raiders score, and they get the football first in the second half.
Well, 18 seconds. You get a kickoff. You get an overthrown pass that was tipped, intercepted, and one play later you get a South Point touchdown, 6-0 ball game. Fourth play of the game, Burt Whistle kicks it into the end zone, and we're still, 19 seconds into the game.
That's right. And number 3, Kamari Howes, was in the back in the end zone, and he just let it fall for a touchback. And once again, Stuart Cramer starts again from their own 20-yard line with 11:41 left to go. All right, there's a give up the middle, and he's going to gain a couple of yards before South Point stops him. And I'll tell you what, there must have been 4 Stuart Cramer offensive line players there. And coming up at the bottom of the pile, looks like Jack Milford and one other Red Raider pushed all 4 of them backwards.
Yeah, and we haven't been able to, we haven't called Milford's name a lot this year because you got Chance Ford, number 33, we heard his game a lot.
He is, for sure. All right, there is a jump, and that may be defensive all sides by South Point. They were trying to jump the gun there. 54. And I'm sure that they're going to claim that, somebody moved on the offensive line, but it's going to move 5 yards ahead.
No, listen, these guys are fired up. They're ready to play. Winter Kincaid comes up on a stunt. He's ready to blitz. Aiden Ramirez jumped off sides.
All right, Rockamore's back to throw. There's a throw down the sideline on the left side. And the intended receiver was Tyler Ward, and Ward gets tackled out of bounds at the, looks like a 36-yard line.
You're right, Charlie. He's their number 1 receiver. He has about 270 yards, about 10 yards there. He's got 280 yards on the season. He's their top receiver.
All right, and then Rockamore now in the shotgun looking to go to the right side this time, and he's running up the line, crosses the 45-yard line, and he gets free around the 50, goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line of South Point.
Well, Jaquise Rump hit him about halfway across the field and was trying to strip the football, so he got away from him.
Right. So in Red Raider territory, and they're going to see he went out of bounds at the 44. So first down, Stuart Cramer with 10:40 left to go in the first quarter.
Well, anybody that's listened to us broadcast the football game has talked about how the corners tend to play off the ball too much sometimes. And there's another pick, almost picked off by Jaquise. The reason he had to run the football the last play was the corners came up. They were about 5 yards off the ball instead of the customary 10 or 12 that South Point likes to play. So nobody to throw to.
Well, just like they know what the Red Raiders are going to do, the Red Raiders know that Rockamore is going to be throwing those sideline patterns, and we've already seen where a tipped ball ended up being 6 points for the Red Raiders 18 seconds into the first of the game.
And if Jaquise had been about 2 inches taller, he would have took that one to the house.
Yeah. Second down and 10. Rockamore at the 50-yard line getting ready to throw. Throws a screen pass, but behind his intended receiver, Mark Odell.
Yeah, and I talked to Mark's dad this week. We're friends from a long time ago. He said that Rockamore likes to hit him out of the backfield on that play. That's a design play. They go to it 3 or 4 times a game. And, you just knew it was coming at some point.
Well, he just missed through it behind him.
Third down.
Yeah, he has a legitimate 4 weapons. 4 guys he can throw to.
Rockamore fakes it, trying to see if they'll give him 5 yards on a jump off sides. That will not work. Because now Rockamore gets the snap and the screen pass up the middle, nothing doing. And Chance Ford right smothered him.
Great play.
Jack Milford right there with him.
Yeah, sure was.
Great defensive play.
It'll be 4th down, and that's going to cause the Storm to have to punt the football. Now, I guess it looks like Micah Stowe deep for the Red Raiders, he'll be setting up on his own 14-yard line.
Will Ross is deep. Micah Stowe's up on the line.
Okay, I thought it was number 5. I couldn't tell.
That is 5. Will Ross, yep.
Okay, Will Ross. There you go. And there's the snap. And the punt almost blocked there. May have got a piece of that one. Is this going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line of South Point?
You get good field position.
Corky, did he get a piece of that?
You know, he was right on top of him, but I don't think he did. I think he just tried to kick it away from him at the last second.
Yeah.
He's got about a 35-yard average on the season. I think he just had to kick it away to keep it from getting it blocked. Aiden Ramirez was all over him.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders at the 31-yard line, their own 31-yard line, with 10-10 left to go in this first quarter. And the South Point Red Raiders up 6-0, scoring with 18 seconds into the contest and missing a 2-point conversion. All right, so Blee with it on the option. He catches it. He's going to cross the 50, 30, and 20, 10. And finally be brought back at the 5-yard line. And, boy, I tell you, Patrick Blee can really run.
I'll tell you what, that 10.5 yards per carry is going to go up after that run.
Well, that did it. And he was outrunning everybody.
He's fast.
Wow. Fast guy.
5-yard line.
So it's at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for South Point, knocking on the door. They're already up 6-0, as we've said. So Blee looks like he's going to be behind center at this point. And there's the give to Medlock, and Medlock's going to get down about to the 3.
They're trying to strip it. He wasn't down.
Yeah. We'll see where they place it, but it looks like the 3-yard line, maybe the 2.5. But it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you something funny. Chris Worster, he's a freshman. He was the guy trying to strip the ball. He played at the middle school last year for Coach Gibson, who's the head coach of South Point's JV. He's one of 2 or 3 kids that came over to play for Stuart Cramer. He's a smart ball player. Freshman knew that Medlock was not down trying to strip him.
All right, 9:14 left to go in the first quarter. 2nd and goal. And there's the cutback.
Touchdown.
And it looked like it was an end around that time.
Harrison McKinney in for the touchdown.
Yeah, Harrison McKinney got the touchdown. Here with 9:04 left to go. Harrison McKinney, of course, wearing number 12, Elijah Pfeiffer's number. Elijah, I guess, is not dressed out yet. Have not seen him down there.
No, he's not dressed out.
So Charlie Birtwistle ready to come on to attempt the point after. You think that was a designed 2-point play the last time, or did they just have a miscue?
I didn't see it. I was down with the defense celebrating.
All right. You're handing out the bell.
Well, I wasn't celebrating. They were celebrating. I was just down there checking it out.
Yeah, trying to get the bell handed out to Micah Stowe.
Oh, yeah. Listen, he was going to the belt. I talked to Coach Andrews after the celebration. I said, Coach, have these guys been talking about the belt all week? He said, they didn't have to. I've been talking about it.
There you go. All right, so with 9:04 left to go in the first quarter, South Point 13, Stuart Cramer nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Jeff Gibson of Cabinets Unlimited of Belmont has been building custom cabinetry for over 3 decades. Cabinets Unlimited's award-winning cabinetry has been featured in many home building magazines. They offer the latest styles and trends in custom cabinetry, as well as in house design and custom installation. And all their cabinetry is crafted with pride, not manufactured. From bathroom vanities to complete custom kitchens, from remodels to new construction, turn your ideas and dreams into reality by calling Cabinets Unlimited of Belmont, 704-825-9694.
Well, I tell you, South Point's hot and moving the ball pretty well, Corky, tonight, as they're up 13-0 with 9:04 in the first quarter. And the Storms has not been able to keep anything going.
Well, they haven't, and so far so good, but South Point is not satisfied yet. Coaching staff gathered around the offensive line. They have a lot of kinks to work out, apparently.
All right, Birtwistle this time is going to get it about 9 yards deep into the end zone.
Unbelievable, huh?
I'll tell you. By the way, did you guys see the leg on that guy for the Cleveland Browns Sunday? He went 10 yards up on the net at 61 yards or 64 yards.
Yeah, that's a 75-yarder, isn't it?
I mean, he's definitely going to break a record before it's over with. And you wonder if it's not got something to do with, they have different balls for kicking. You wonder if that's not part of it. All right, so Rockamore ready to deal at the 20-yard line, and he'll throw it for a first down.
Scott, I'm going to be right back to you.
All right, sounds good.
Number 81.
And that was 81 on the catch. Thank you a lot, Charlie. And that was Michael Holland on the catch. So that moves the chains as he's down at the 31-yard line, the Stuart Cramer 31-yard line. All right. So first and 10. Rockamore wants in the shotgun right around the 25-yard line. He hands it off to number 6, Mark Odell, and Odell's going to get maybe a yard on the play. Gets it to the 32. And they're trying to put a little wrinkle in and keep from throwing the football a lot. So Stuart Cramer really sort of needs to do something with the football at this point because they're going to get too far behind as it's a 13-0 score. So beautiful night for football here in Cramerton, North Carolina. Glad you could bring it to you on AM 1450, WGNC, and FM 101.1. All right, so Odell to the left as Rockamore's looking to the left, and there's the catch by number 10, Isaiah Johnson, and he goes out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So it'll make it a third down and about 5 situation for the Storm. Well, it's going to be about 6 yards because the first down marker looks like it's going to be at the 30 or 41-yard line, rather. $7:21 left in the first quarter. Third down and 6 for the Stuart Cramer Storm, and there's Rockamore. He's going to run the football, and he's going to be short, and he's going to get to the 40-yard line. And they were acting like they were going to pull the chains again, but it's going to be 4th down and shy by a yard.
Yeah, that was a design play, too, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know what it looked like from up there, but it was a design play trying to pick up an easy 5 or 6 yards.
So they're going to go ahead and punt the football.
Don't blame them.
Yeah. Really back very, very deep. Too much of a difference, but they have not been able to defensively stop the South Point Red Raiders tonight.
Well, they're giving up 32 yards a game on defense, too. You have to take that into consideration, and that's not against the caliber of offense that South Point has.
All right, there's another one that went off the left side or the right side of the foot, and it's going to roll out of bounds at the 28-yard line. 28-yard line there with 6:19 left to go in the first quarter. And
I bet you if Ramirez lines up on the opposite side of the field next time, he's going to block it. It looks like those are designed that way, don't it, Scott, so far?
I tell you.
Because he almost got that one, too.
That guy is not he's not had a comfortable punt all night long.
Egg Ramirez is tough to stop.
I just decided to play a little music there. Boom, 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 boom. We appreciate Chick-fil-A. Two of them. We need one at Kings Mountain. As Bleed pitches the ball now to Cam Medlock, and Medlock crosses over the 35 to the 36. He'll just be short by a couple of yards for the first down. Yeah, why is it that Belmont can have 2 Chick-fil-A's and we don't have any?
Well, see, you got to have some investors up there.
You got to have a good mayor.
Well,
you know that?
I know Gilbert.
Huh?
I know the mayor up there. He's not hitting on a whole lot. He's a good guy.
Tony and Natasha Gilbert are good people.
Oh, yeah, they certainly are.
Yeah.
All right, second down and 2. Ball at the 36-yard line. And he tucked it into the belly. And there is a flag on the play, though.
Hey, you may not have a Chick-fil-A in Kings Mountain, but they got a heck of a football team, don't they?
Yeah, they do pretty good. We'll find out tonight as they've got homecoming at John Gamble Stadium. They're playing the Hunter Huskies, and that's who will be playing next week at home at Lineberger Stadium. So if you can't make it, you know you'll always be able to hear it on AM 1450 WGNC and FM 101.1.
Well, it's 2 back-to-back home games. It's Crest. It's Hunter Huss, then Crest, and then talk about Kings Mountain. South Point goes on the road at Kings Mountain. Back to back.
And I really have not figured Crest out because they look to be a rebuilding year, but they were down so big to Shelby.
Wow.
And came back and won that one, I think, 49-48 or something like that.
Yeah, and it seems like South Point and Kings Mountain are about the most consistent programs right now. You're not really sure about Crest. You're not really sure about Shelby, but both those programs have storied history, a lot of state championship titles, and we're early in the season. Those guys will have it clicking by the time we get to November, late October, November.
That is for sure. Well, that's a big penalty on the Stuart Cramer Storm. Is the ball now in Stuart Cramer territory, and there's a little screen pass over to the right. And I believe, was that Frank Thomas? Oh, I'm sorry.
Aaron Chaney.
Aaron Chaney got it. Thomas is with South Point, or Stuart Cramer. And Chaney gets it all the way down to the 42-yard line of Stuart Cramer. But was it holding on the...
I didn't see. He threw the flag on your side of the field. I couldn't see what the call was.
Right. Well, it was a 15-yarder, and that put it in Stuart Cramer territory. So second down and 5.
Aaron Chaney, but Harrison McKinney might be. Yeah.
All right. And there's
Tobin's got room. Tobin's got room down the left side.
Going down the line. And
he's going to be in for a touchdown.
And boy, he dove in there.
He's in there. Dawson Tobin, we talked about how much we liked him at Lincolnton. And now that time, I don't know if you guys saw it, he had Patrick Blee. He's about 6'4", 220 pounds. He was out wide receiver, and he was out for a blocking job. And did a tremendous job. Dawson Tobin able to free it down your far sideline for the touchdown.
Went on in there. It's now 19-0 instead of in favor of South Point. As Charlie Burtwhistle will come back on to kick it. Right-footed kicker there. It goes down. Its kick is up, and it is good. So now with 4:38 left to go in this first quarter, it's now 20-0 in favor of South Point, and they're all over the Stuart Cramer Storm, and we'll be right back right after this.
Wow.
Chick-fil-A Belmont and the new Chick-fil-A South Point Town Center are proud to support our Red Raiders and the Belmont community. Score with your taste buds. Enjoy Chick-fil-A while cheering on your team tonight. Download the Chick-fil-A One app and order ahead to get all your favorites. That's Chick-fil-A Belmont and the new Chick-fil-A Town Point Center.
At Belmont Savings Bank, you, the customer, are our number one priority. We believe there are many reasons customers choose to bank with us. Our loan and savings products offer competitive interest rates, and our personal bankers are people you can trust to handle all your financial needs. From financing a new home to planning your financial security, bring your dreams to Belmont Savings Bank. We're proud to be part of our community and to participate in the growth and prosperity of our region. Belmont Savings Bank, since 1915, hometown people, hometown banking. Member FDIC and equal housing opportunity.
Well, we're back. Charlie Burtwhistle getting ready to kick it away. And if he does anything like he has been, it's another one into the end zone. And this one gets back only about 4 yards into the end zone.
I told you he was 5th in the state before the game in kickoff.
He's moved up to 3rd.
Oh, he'll be 1st in the state before the night's over with.
Yeah, if he keeps on kicking, that's for sure.
He even told me that when he came off the field a few minutes ago.
He's going to be the tiredest guy out there.
That's all right.
Yeah, let's keep him working, huh?
As long as he stays healthy, he's going to play football at the next level for sure.
Oh, yeah, that is for sure. Well, once again, the Storm will operate from their own 20. There's the spot pass over to the right side. And again, the reception is taken by Isaiah Johnson, and he'll be tackled at the 32-yard line, and that's another Storm first down. They seem to get at least one first down in their drive, and then all of a sudden it gets stalled.
Yeah, they haven't been very consistent so far. You talk about healthy. It's good to see Jackson Blee back on the field for the Red Raiders. He got injured week 1, so he's back out there tonight. Good to see him back in action.
All right, there's that draw play up the middle. Mark Odell gets it over to the 37-yard line. Trying to mix it up just a bit with a little bit of running, as Rockamore is noted for his accurate passing and his running ability as well. And now Rockamore back to throw, and he's Trying to look to get free, and he's going to be slammed down to the...
Oh, come on. They threw a flag on that. That's horrible.
And I don't know.
That's horrible.
I was blocked a little bit from that. It might have been a horse collar.
Hey, it wasn't a horse collar. He tackled him and threw him to the ground. They threw a flag out. You know what I'd do if I was Chancellor? I'd hit him harder next time.
Well, and that's what they are indicating, that horse collar.
That wasn't a horse collar. That was horrible.
So we'll see. But I was blocked from the sideline group that was down there. So
I think tennis is in the spring. This is football. This is a contact sport.
Yeah. That's going to move it on down and get it into Red Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
Hey, speaking of tennis, do you guys realize that the men's tennis team last year won like 107 or 108 straight matches?
Wow, that's pretty good. Is that a record?
It's a record.
It's a dang good average, though, isn't it?
Yeah, the most successful team in South Point history, the men's tennis team. What about that?
All right, Rockamore's being chased. He throws it down the line. It's complete to the 39-yard line. And there is a flag in the backfield, and don't know whether that's roughing the passer or not.
I don't know what it is. Aiden Ramirez putting pressure. I mean, he's in the backfield about every 3 plays anyway.
Could have been holding on Stuart Cramer, too, so we'll just wait and see.
Yeah. He threw it in the vicinity of where Aiden Ramirez had his hands on Rockamore, but I don't know what the call could have been.
But Rockamore is not very comfortable back there, and he's having to move around a lot.
Well, what we got, you see these corners playing up. You know, we've talked about it a lot over the last couple of years about them playing far off the ball. They're playing up on the receivers.
All right, now this is a face masking call, and it'll be first down for the Storm. But it was evidently a very a nominal one because they only gave him 5 yards.
Well, South Point secondary is playing really aggressive, and it's giving these linemen time to get in the backfield. Rockamore hadn't settled in yet.
Well, and let's back up because it was probably 15 yards from the infraction.
Yeah.
Okay, 5-yard face masking. So first and 10. And there's a in and out of the hands, a great throw by Rockamore, intended for number 22, Hefner. And he just wasn't able to hold on to it.
That's about the best pass he's had all night. I mean, he's threw 2 or 3. He's overthrown his receivers a couple times. He's been backpedaling, throwing it down at their feet a couple times. He just hasn't been able to get his feet set tonight. A lot of pressure from the defense.
This defense came to play, putting, a lot of pressure. And then, of course, the offense has done well. They've made them pay, and there's a throw over the head.
And who's in the backfield again?
Yeah.
Number 60, putting pressure on him.
That's it.
I mean, you guys, that's such a tremendous asset for South Point. Rockamore had time. He looks up and he sees big number 60, Aiden Ramirez, coming at him. That throw wasn't even close to a receiver. He had to get it out.
3:10 left to go. It's been a long first quarter. But South Point's been taking advantage of the whole thing, leading 20-0 with 3:10 left to go. Rockamore taking his time. It's 3rd and 10 for him. And he's looking to throw down the middle of the field. Wide open was his intended receiver at the 21-yard line, and that should be enough for a first down.
Mark Odell, his intended receiver.
So really and truly, Stuart Cramer has taken advantage of a couple of
big penalties,
and then they've able to couple of first downs.
I think that was
to get a drive down there. Yeah. All right, so there's a give up the middle and nothing doing. And they were looking for that one. And Odell was on the carry. 20-0 our score. Only mishap and the only miscue for South Point in this first quarter is a missed 2-point conversion. And that may have been a busted extra point play. So 2nd down and 9 for Stuart Cramer. The ball on the 20-yard line now. And Rockamore looking over toward the sideline, and with 10 seconds left on the play clock. And motions Tyler Ward over to the left. And there's the snap and the throw down the line. And number 21 gets the grab, Hunter Dye. And he's only going to get about 3 yards out of it. And so it'll be 3rd down and I want to say 6.
Yeah, Jaquise Rumpf all over that play.
Yeah. It looked as if Tyler Ward was going to help in blocking, but he didn't do much help. Didn't give the guy much help. He was leading the blocking campaign, and Rockamore now still in that shotgun, looking down the middle of the field, and it's called touchdown as Tyler Ward made the catch in the middle of the field.
I was about to say they're averaging about 15 yards per catch coming into this game, and so far you've seen little 3-yard passes, 5-yard passes, 6-yard passes. I mean, you don't know if it was a setup to finally get a deep pass like that, but that's what we're used to seeing from Rockamore, not these little 3 and 5 and 6-yard dink and dive passes. We're used to seeing him air it out down the field like that.
And the kick's going to be up. There's a left-footed kicker that time. And let's see his name. The kicker on the team.
Evan Black.
Okay, there you go, Black. And that will do it for Stuart Cramer as they get on the board here with 1:24 left to go in this first quarter. It's now 20-7. We'll be back right after this.
Rollins Insurance offers a wide range of policies and plans to meet your specific business or personal needs. Developing long-term relationships with you is what matters to us, no matter what life throws at you. Being a trusted choice independent insurance agency, we are able to choose a plan that protects you regardless of the company. Contact Larry or Chip to find out more about the packages we offer. For over 40 years, we have worried about your future so you can enjoy life now. Rollins Insurance, 704-825-4010, and they're located at 28 East Woodrow Avenue in Belmont.
You love your favorite old furniture, but you've noticed a few pieces are looking kind of shabby. Well, it's time to call Byram's Upholstery and make that favorite old furniture look brand new. Why buy pricey new furniture when you can have yours redone at Byram's Upholstery? Hey, and you can also protect your good furniture with slipcovers, custom made by Byram's. Byram's Upholstery, 709 South Main Street in Belmont. Call them at 704-825-8648.
And we're back as it looks like Drew Krotz will be kicking it off for the Storm as they're going left to right on your radio dial.
Yeah, there's a lot of chatter
right
on the left side. Yep. They just talk.
They did a little pooch kick right there, and it's called, and they're going to, I guess he called for a fair catch because the whistle blew.
Yeah, that was a design. The whole left side of here where I was talking about what they're going to do, who's hitting who.
So Dylan Owensby made the catch. And so South Point will start on their own 31-yard line. It seems like, and I believe this is correct, that each possession has resulted in a score.
That is correct.
Yes. And like I say, the only miscue was the 2-point conversion that was foiled. So there's a give to Metlock, and he gets stopped, and I think they stripped it. And it looks like Stuart Cramer gets the football back on the South Point 31-yard line. I tell you, he hit a wall right there.
You know who was in there stripping it? That freshman again.
Wow.
Chris Worster was in there stripping at the ball again. We just called his name earlier when Medlock was almost down on about the 2-yard line. He came in from the backside trying to strip him. And was successful that time.
All right, so 1st and 10 for Stuart Cramer. And I was about to say, I was thinking about this, and we'll do this after this play, as Rockamore is setting up on the, he'll be standing right there at the 37-yard line in the shotgun position.
Jeff Gibson of Cabinets Unlimited of Belmont.
That thing keeps hitting that. Sorry about that. All right, and there's a throw down the right side. He's going to gain about 4 yards and a good open field tackle. That time by number 8, Joseph Rumpf.
Was that beautiful or what?
Man, he hit him and stopped him dead in the tracks.
Oh, he caught the ball. He was going outside, tried to shake him, juke him back inside. Jaquise was right with him, picked him up, drove him back. Textbook tackle.
2nd down and 6. Maybe 7 there. As Rockamore is going to throw the screen pass to...
Look at here.
To his favorite receiver, Mark Odell, and he gets stopped. And I believe they lost a yard, did he not?
Yeah, having nothing doing.
Or maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 3rd down and 7.
Now, there's one of Chris Worster's teammates from last year. That was freshman Cam Crawford in for South Point on defense tonight. Both those guys played at the middle school last year.
Yeah, 20 seconds left to go. 25 on the game clock, so they could just not even do anything and turn sides. And that may be what they're going to do because it's 9 seconds to go.
I bet he's going to get a playoff.
All right, there is the snap and the throw down the line. And that's nothing doing either, so it's going to be 4th down. He may have made it back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 4th down for the Stuart Cramer Storm. As the horn sounds for the first quarter, as the South Point Red Raiders comfortably ahead by the score of 20-7. And we'll be back right after this. You're listening to Red Raider Football on AM 1450, WGNC and FM 101.1.
If you're looking for insurance for your home, auto, business, or life, Erie Insurance offers a range of services to meet individual or business insurance needs. Erie Insurance is available at Avery Insurance Agency. Call Mark Avery for a quote today for your home, auto, motorcycle, RV, and renter's insurance by calling 704-825-4134 or stop by our office at 210 North Main Street in Belmont. Erie and Avery Insurance for incredible deals on insurance.
At Belmont Savings Bank, you, the customer, are our #1 priority. We believe there are many reasons customers choose to bank with us. Our loan and savings products offer competitive interest rates, and our personal bankers are people you can trust to handle all your financial needs. From financing a new home to planning your financial security, bring your dreams to Belmont Savings Bank. We're proud to be part of our community and to participate in the growth and prosperity of our region. Belmont Savings Bank, since 1915, hometown people, hometown banking. Member FDIC and equal housing opportunity.
Well, decision time for the Storm is they're on the, it looks like maybe the 26-yard line. You think anybody's got a leg enough to kick a field goal? That doesn't look like they're going to do it. They got Rockamore still out there. And see, this is why I said don't run and go ahead and play out the clock.
Yeah, give yourself more time.
So you give yourself more time to try to convert a 3rd down conversion on the other end. Now it's 4th down, and you have to spend a timeout.
Well, look, you look at the defense, you see what's going on. It's probably going to be the similar setup. But once you switch field, then if you don't like what you see, then call a timeout. And you still have the play. You give yourself more time to look at what's in front of you to make a better decision.
Right. So it's 4th down, and it looks like a 4 yards for the Stuart Cramer Storm, really basically on the 27-yard line.
Hey, but Ben McMillan's the head coach. We're just calling the game on the radio.
That's right. It's a little easier for us to be backseat quarterbacks or backseat coaches or whatever you want to call it. But it'll be 4th down and 4, and they look like they've got what they want, and we'll see what happens. My guess is I think Rockamore is going to try to run the football, I think he's going to try to get it by running because I think they think that South Point's expecting the pass. There's Rockamore looking over to the side, and he's going to turn around and throw it down the field, and it will be complete.
No, he bounced it in. That's not complete.
So that's good because you're right down there at the action. And I'll be honest with you, it looked like he was going to be able to make the 1st down on the run if he had tucked it in and run. But he threw an incomplete pass, and it turns it over on downs.
If he would have tucked it, he had the 1st down and then some.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's what it looked like.
He's only threw about 3 passes with his feet underneath him all night, hasn't he? He's been ran out of the pocket all night long.
He has been chased quite a bit. So 1st and 10 for South Point here as we just start the 2nd quarter. 20-7 our score in favor of South Point. Trying to get some scores, too, from around the area and see if we can get you caught up.
A couple big games tonight, right?
Yeah. So, and it starts the big conference season, the Big South Conference season. 1st and 10. There's the pitch to Cam Medlock, and Medlock is going to get about almost, I'd say, 8 yards.
That was Dawson Tobin again.
Oh, Tobin? Okay, yeah. Good deal.
Maybe I need to come up in the booth and call. You need to get on the sideline.
It is very, very...
You need a spotter?
Very, very far away over there.
Can you see me? I'm going to wave at you. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Hey, can you see me?
Where are you at? somewhere.
On the 10. I'm down here on the 10. Can you see
look
me?
at that. They got cell phones out. That's good over there. The band does. That's great. Going back and forth. So, that's right. And second down and only about 2 yards.
Patrick Blees, he's been tying his shoe for the last 10 minutes. We're waiting on him.
Equipment problem.
6,
That's what it is.
5, 4. The play clock down to 3.
And does that mean to reset it?
You got to reset it, yeah.
That's kind of what I thought. He's still working on his shoe.
Yeah, still working on it.
And it's equipment problems. Now, I'll tell you what, back in the day, of course, everybody over in the South Point side's got their cell phones out and got their flashlights going. And back in the day, we didn't have that. We had lighters.
I feel like we're at a rock concert or something.
Yeah. All right, and
First down.
that gives Blee on the quarterback keeper, gets all the way to the 39-yard line, and it's first down, Red Raiders.
Kind of waiting on like Barry Manilow or somebody to pop out of nowhere.
Yeah.
All these lighters.
I think they're playing Sweet Caroline. Aren't they?
I can't stand that song.
And then you got two people all the way to the right of the stands doing it by themselves.
Well, they're having a good time.
Yeah, they are.
I saw a show with Rod Stewart and Tina Turner at the Fuse simulators.
There you go. All right, there's Tobin again, and he's going the end around, and he goes out with about a 9-yard
he is quick.
gain.
He is so quick.
He has done such a good job.
He's quick.
Yeah, he is.
This South Point coaches wanted to hit out of bounds. I couldn't see it.
Well, they carried on into the sideline for sure. 10-19 left to go in the first half. And again, 20-7 the score. South Point has not been stopped tonight. Stuart Cramer scored and ended up getting a turnover by South Point, but couldn't do anything with it. All right, there's a quarterback keeper, and Blee's going to get the first down and more as they get into Storm territory at the 47-yard line.
We're going to have to get Foot Locker as a sponsor or something. Now Medlock's shoes off.
Now, things have kind of slowed down a little bit as far as scoring concerned, Corky.
Yeah.
Give us a guess as to what the total score of the game's going to be.
You asking my opinion?
Yeah, 27 points already.
20-7. Trey Lamb, head coach of your Running Bulldogs.
Yeah, Trey Lamb decided to come visit us. I think my cord's hitting the start button.
I mean, you got to think it's going to be 42, 20 something. It's going to be in the 40s, 40 something, 20 something.
Now there is a penalty on the play, 5-yard penalty, moves it back into Red Raider territory, so it'll be first down at 15. And I did not see an indication at all on that. I think there's going to be a sideline warning. Yeah, sideline warning for South Point. Okay, good. Illegal motion is what the call was. Thank you. So first and 15. And Blee's going to pitch it now. And, boy, that's a big time run that time by number 19, McKinney.
Harrison McKinney.
Well, let's see, Harrison. Well, who has got 19 now, Corky?
That's him, Harrison McKinney. You got it. I thought you and Charlie traded glasses or something.
Well, McKinney had number 12 one day in the last game.
No, Elijah Pfeiffer's number 12.
That's who they set up in the press box.
They changed it, yeah.
So he must have gone back to his regular number. Maybe Elijah Pfeiffer will be able to suit up pretty soon. So that is Harrison McKinney, number 19 on the carry. And so it's second down and 3 for the Red Raiders on the Stuart Cramer 40-yard line. All right, there is the pitch once again to Tobin. And Tobin got snuffed. They covered that one pretty well.
Nowhere that way.
Yeah, there's no blocking out front. Like a lot of guys standing around on that play, and Coach Hyde not happy about that one.
Well, and it looked like it was Frank Thomas for Stuart Cramer that made the stop on Tobin. I tell you haven't seen Medlock carry the ball very much tonight.
No, he don't have many carries at all.
Yeah. And again, maybe that's a little bit of a wrinkle because I'm sure Stuart Cramer's, looking to try to stop him.
Well, and Patrick Blee's had a couple big plays too,
Yeah.
Another flag.
Another flag on the play. Illegal procedure against South Point once again, so it'll be third down. And it's going to be maybe 9 or 10.
3rd and 10.
Yeah, we'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, at least we got 3rd down.
Yeah.
I wonder if he throws it. He may throw it this time.
Yeah, it could be. 3rd down. This is the best opportunity that I think Stuart Cramer's had to maybe stop South Point because they have not been able to do it all night long. 3rd down and long yardage.
South Point's kind of stopping its own self at this point. A couple penalties.
All right, there's Blee going back to throw. Throws it down the middle of the field.
He caught it.
He caught it.
They're going to give him the catch.
Is it going to be? It's going to be in bounds.
That's a heck of a catch right there. He caught that one laying on his back here.
All right, so yeah, he said he did catch it.
Jackson Blee.
Did you see that great coverage by Stuart Cramer?
Yeah, I sure did.
His brother.
Patrick threw it behind him so he would come back to it. Looked like, I told you he was like a Tom Brady guy, right?
Yeah.
Blee to Blee.
Surely did. All right, 7:50 left to go in the first half. And there's Tobin again. Man, he's getting a lot of carries, and he's going to be called from behind and maybe gain a yard or so.
He's having to run hard to get a couple yards, though.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to do a lot of running to try to get around the edge. But gosh, is he about 5'3", maybe?
If he's that big.
He's a short guy.
Yeah. He sure has got the heart out there.
Shorter than the average bear.
Okay, so Blee behind center. Again, 20-7 our score in favor of South Point. And there's Jack Blee on the carry. Patrick Blee.
Yards.
As he crosses over the 25-yard line.
How you doing, Jeff? Hey, how you been doing, man? Good to see you.
And 3rd down. Third down is 7 there with 7 minutes left to go. 20-7 our score, as we said. And Patrick Blee under center, and he's going to be another quarterback keeper. And he probably going to get the first down there at the 19.
He's short.
You think he's short by a yard?
Yeah, he's short by a yard.
Yeah, it looked like they're going to put it in maybe the 18-yard or 19-yard line.
That's a good spot,
Yeah. And so it'll be 4th down and 1, and certainly 4 down territory for sure.
Well, you can't give it to him if he didn't get it. He didn't get it.
Yeah, that's true. And it looked like the stick was closer to the 20-yard line from up here. More toward the 18, rather.
Don't forget a quick snap here. Just set and go.
I see quarterback sneak. Now, there's a give to Metlock that time, and he gets all the way down to the 15 and more. About down to the 15-yard line. Tell you, when you got that hard yardage, you got to go to the guy that brought you to the dance.
You got it. And that's about an automatic 3 or 4 yards every time, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly is. So 1st and 10 for South Point, and yet again, Stuart Cramer has not been able to find the answer to stop South Point tonight.
Yeah, and overcoming a couple penalties on this drive, too.
All right. Blee pitches it over.
McKinney's going to be in for a touchdown, I believe.
Unless he's
short. Is he short?
Yeah, he's short, but he's going to get down to the 2-yard line.
He got popped.
I say there's going to be 55 points scored. So we'll just have to wait and see the total score.
Oh, you talking total?
Yeah, total for both teams.
Oh, it's going to be over 60.
Maybe 60. Yeah, you're right. All right, there's a give up the middle to Cam Medlock, and it's good. So 26-7's our score here with 10 left to go in this first half.
What are we doing? We booking high school football now?
No, I'm trying to get used to how they actually do all that.
So the total is going to be 58.
58, okay. Well,
South Point's going to be favored by 20 and a half.
All right.
Take that up to one of those casinos you have in Kings Mountain. We win some money.
I'm not so sure you can do high school sports, but we'll see.
I guarantee you can. I promise you somebody's betting on it tonight.
Somebody is. All right, the kick is up and good. So 5:10 left to go in this first half. As 27-7, it's been all the Red Raiders all night long, and we'll be back right after this. You're listening to Red Raider football on AM 1450 WGNC and FM 101.1.
Throwing deep down the center of the field. There's an open man. It's caught. Luther at the goal line. Touchdown, Gardner-Webb. Are you kidding me?
Catch every snap of every game all season long on your home for Gardner-Webb football. WGNC AM 1450, FM 1011. Go Dogs.
Put this one in the win column. Nyree Gaither with the exclamation mark touchdown.
Big Red Booster Club is the fundraising arm of the South Point High School Athletic Department. But it also serves the school as the community leader in volunteerism. It's the community that serves the campus community. With meetings held on the first Monday of each month, this is your voice in creating great experiences for every student on campus. Memberships start at just $10. Find out what your $10 can do by logging on to BigRedBoosterClub.org. That's BigRedBoosterClub.org. Support the Red Raiders and go Big Red.
All right, back here at Stuart Cramer High School. It's been all Red Raiders 27-7 here. And Burt Whistle getting ready to kick it away, and he finally only hit one to the 1 yard line. And number 10 is just going to make it out to the 20. And that is Isaiah Johnson. And I tell you, that hurt. I think I would have let it just go back into the end zone if you were just going to make it to the 20, because you're going to start there anyway.
Yeah, I like to see what this flag is.
Yeah, okay, flag down at the 20. I know I heard some people was disappointed, but it's going to be against South Point. Well, what did they call?
They called a face mask, I guess, on Vickers. Vickers hit him and was... that's two really bad calls tonight.
Wow. That'll put it all the way to the 47-yard line. Now, how does that work? It must be at the spot of the foul, because it wasn't at the spot of the ball. But the flag was there at the ball, though.
Coach Tate, was that a face mask?
I couldn't tell. I guess it was. Hell,
he called it, didn't he?
Yeah, all right. And there's the give now to Howes, and Howes is going to get first down yardage as it goes out of bounds at the 46. Well, it's going to be at the 48. This guy over here didn't have it marked very closely. It'll be 1st and 10 as the Storm gets into Red Raider territory.
Hey, at least we got away from the old chop block from last year, right?
Yeah.
They'd call about 10 a game last year. Now tonight, there's no holding calls and about 5 face mask calls.
All right, so Rockamore back. He's being chased. Boy, he is slippery, because they all had him down. And Rockamore is going to get about 5 yards on the carry. And man, he had been chased and was able to get out of the tackle and the
Ramirez is going to get him before tonight's over with.
Wow.
He's got about 8 or 10 hurries on the season anyway. He's going to get his hands on it before it's over with. Or he's going to run himself out of gas trying to. I promise you that.
Well, he gained 6 yards on the play, and he was back about 10, almost 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, he's a football player, man. We knew that coming in here, right?
He's something else.
He just hadn't got going yet.
He's just slick. Now Rockamore looking to throw down the middle of the field, and he one-hops his receiver, incomplete.
He's being disrupted about every play. This defense is all over him, isn't he?
Yeah. Michael Holland was the intended receiver. So third down and 4. They just have not been able to get anything going. I tell you, about the most successful thing Stuart Cramer's done is throw it in the center of the field.
That's about the only place they've had.
The only place they've been able to do any good.
They've hit one or two passes out of the backfield, a couple design runs up the middle, and a couple passes in the middle. You can forget it on the outside.
That's right.
Nothing there.
4:02 left to go in the first half. As we said, 27-7 score. And now Rockamore looking to throw, throwing down the sideline again, and he gets hit at the same time the ball arrives at him. Intended receiver by Tyler Ward was the guy that got hit real hard.
Vickers and Rumpf both popped him at the same time. The ball flew up in the air, but nobody was there to get it.
I'll tell you this, boy, if somebody had been there, it would have been a perfect way to pick that one off, and it would have been a pick six.
Ramirez is wearing their line out. He's wearing these guys out. They don't have a chance against him. He's in the backfield every play.
So it's going to be 4th down, and they're forced to go for it. 4th down and 4. Odell behind. There's a throw down the center of the field, and it's complete to Tyler Ward, and he gets to the 33-yard line.
And that's all they got, is just right in the middle of the field, nothing else.
And he delivered that one right on the money. Wonder if Rockamore can be a D1 quarterback. And there's Rockamore looking back down and being chased once again in the backfield. He gets hit. And there's a throw outside of the end zone. Incomplete. I don't think he would have been in bounds anyway. As the ball went out the back end of the end zone for an incomplete pass, and it'll be 2nd down at 10. I know South Point, boy, they have really been after Rockamore in that backfield, and like you say, sooner or later they may get him, and you're going to have to really be careful that it doesn't carry over and get another roughing the passer call.
Hey, if it was my player, I wouldn't care if he got one as hard as he's working.
He's working hard.
He almost got one that last play.
So it's 2nd down and 10. His throw, one hops.
He's getting nothing on the outside. The only thing he's getting is in the middle.
And I think he's trying to get his receiver to come back to the football a little bit and not throw into traffic and maybe possibly get it, picked off like happened at the first play of the game.
Well, ask yourself, we've talked about it all night, how many times has he had his feet set and been able to throw the football?
Right.
Ed Ramirez has put a lot of pressure on him.
He sure has.
3rd down and long.
All right, so there's Rockamore. He's got a little bit of time, but he's being chased, but he cannot be taken down, and he's going to run out of bounds. No, he's still on his feet, and he's going to go out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
Short of a 1st down.
Wow. There's certainly going to be 4 down territory here at the 25. That's where they're going to basically spot the football. But gosh, he is so elusive, Corky.
Who was on him again? Did you see?
Wow, yeah.
That's funny. He's working his tail off, Ramirez is. He was in his face, and Rockamore didn't see him last second. He just got away from him.
That is so tough. So now 4th down, and I think they're trying to draw.
What about this secondary? South Point secondary is playing great tonight.
Yeah, trying to draw South Point off as the play clock's going down to 7. And they're taking their time 1 second. I think they're going to go ahead and call a timeout. This is kind of important for Stuart Cramer, even though, they're down by 3 scores now. But it's important, if they're going to try to get back into this game to try to get something on the board in this first half.
South Point secondary is playing tighter than Coach Gibson's medium shirt he has on right now.
Well, I was going to say that about you. You buff guy, you.
I'm wearing a youth medium.
Oh, I got you.
That's funny.
I'm wearing an adult 3X. Not because I'm buff. No, I'm not a 3X. I'm just extra large.
If you are, it's by choice. I can tell you how to not be a 3X.
Yeah, go to ISI.
That's right beside the high school. That's where I go.
That's great. That's a great place to go.
If you're going to go somewhere, that's the place to go.
Yeah. 3:20 left to go.
Matter of fact, I have a handful of free body scan coupons in my pocket. I'll give you one before we leave tonight.
There you go. It's in an extra large scanner.
It'll fit you. Get on that thing. It'll hurt your feelings, but you might need it.
Well, if you want to stay alive. Fourth down and 1, and it's in the shotgun, and Rockamore's going to take it. He's going to get first down yardage. Yeah, he got just a little bit more, maybe 3 yards on the play.
Well, I can promise you this. The monthly rate at ISI is way cheaper than triple bypass surgery.
That's right. And a whole lot less painful.
Yeah. It just hurts your ego the first month or two. And then once you get things going, it's worth every bit of it.
All right, 1st and 10. For Stuart Cramer, the clock is under 3 minutes now in the first half. Rockamore with the screen pass to number 10, Johnson, and Johnson gets down on the 19-yard line. Gain of about 3.
Isaiah Johnson.
And see, the beauty of this was South Point scores on their first possession, where they stopped Stuart Cramer on their first possession. They get the ball and they score. The most opportune thing for South Point. And then now South Point gets the ball back in the beginning of the second half. And Stuart Cramer's not been able to stop them all night long. So second down and along 8 yards. First down yardage would be at the 12. And there's Rockamore looking to try to throw down the side there. And he's throwing into the end zone and wide open. As he got behind the safety over there. And it looks like that was number 12, Blackman. Caleb Blackman. I think it's Blackman, maybe? Yeah. I think it was 12.
Caleb Blackman.
Or was that 8?
That's the most time he's had all night. Was it not, Scott?
What was that?
Okay.
Scott, that's the most time he's had to throw the football all night.
He certainly did.
Look, the guy's, he's good for 375 yards a game. All he had to have was some time.
Yeah.
The defense has played great all night long, putting pressure on him. He's been throwing it, off balance all night long. That time,
he was able to stay in the pocket.
He had time to throw, stay in the pocket, found his open receiver.
Certainly did. All right, so with 2:01 left to go, Stuart Cramer gets back on the board now. It's 27-14. We'll be back right after this.
ISI Elite Personal Training opening at 974 South Point Road next to Domino's. Get 7 days free. Results you deserve. Join today. Iron sharpens iron. Call 704-618-6020 and get the results you deserve.
Jeff Gibson.
Rollins Insurance offers a wide range of policies and plans to meet your specific business or personal needs. Developing long-term relationships with you is what matters to us, no matter what life throws at you. Being a trusted choice independent insurance agency, we are able to choose a plan that protects you regardless of the company. Contact Larry or Chip to find out more about the packages we offer. For over 40 years, we have worried about your future so you can enjoy life now. Rollins Insurance, 704-825-4010, and they're located at 28 East Woodrow Avenue in Belmont.
All right, and we're back here at Stuart Cramer High School, and there was a little pooch kick down the right side. Looks like the Red Raiders are going to start on their 29-yard line. And once again, as we talk about it, what a great plus it is to have a guy that can boot the thing in the end zone like Charlie Burtwhistle, and be able to have the opposing team start at the 20. Now here's South Point with a 9-yard advantage right there, as that pooch kick got to the 29. All right, and there's the pitch. It was a little bit behind the runner, and that was Ross, I believe, William Ross on the end around.
Yeah, they brought Will Ross in on the offense.
And he got all the way down to the 39-yard line. It's a first down for the Red Raiders. And again, this defense has not been able to figure out a way to stop South Point.
They must have some money over here. Look at this scoreboard. This thing's got like the 100th of a second clicking.
For the whole game.
There's like 15 numbers up here. The clock's ticking down. I don't even know what time it is.
Well, maybe they're
Look at this. There's like 6 numbers from left to right.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe they run track with it.
I'm just waiting on the horn to sound because I can't read that thing.
All right, Blee has a chance to throw it. And intended receiver was Tobin.
Yeah, that ball was end over end. Was it tipped?
I don't think so. I just think he wasn't able to really get set on that one. It was
like a pitch instead of a throw.
Right.
Tobin, the intended receiver, huh?
Yeah, so it'll be second down and 10.
He almost got his hands on it.
I tell you the interesting thing here, if Stuart Cramer was able to, make a stop and get a score, maybe in the beginning of the first or second half, it'd be a one-score contest. But so far, they just hadn't been able to stop the Red Raiders.
Think South Point will score here?
Yeah, probably so. If I was a betting man, I would. As he pitches one over,
Medlock
actually throws it to Medlock on a short pass, gets to the 42-yard line. It'll be third down now and 8.
We got another packed house here tonight, don't we, guys?
Yeah, very nice.
It's good to see people coming back out for high school football. We talked about this last year, and COVID kept a lot of people away, and rightfully so. But, all these small towns, there's more and more options. There's more and more restaurants, more and more places to hang out, more and more things to do. As people kind of got away from Friday night football, but this year we've seen some pretty good crowds. It's great to see the fans back in the stadiums.
Nice to try to really normalize things. And there's going to be a flag there, and that's going to be on Stuart Cramer.
Offside.
Yeah, and that one will be on number 12, and that is Caleb Blackman. And so that will give us third down at short yardage now. It's a much different situation there. Only third down at 2 to go.
How much time is in the half?
Yeah, 1:18. 1:18 left to go. Or closer to 1:19 because it's 18.8. Third down and 2. And there is Blee's going to cut it up off the left tackle, and he gets the first down as he goes into Stuart Cramer territory at the 48. There's a flag. Is that going to be celebratory? I reckon that's going to be too much celebration or something. It's going to be something against Stuart Cramer. I don't know what that is, to be honest.
They're calling everything but the traditional calls, right?
Yeah, it was unsportsmanlike conduct. That's what it was against Stuart Cramer. And it can get frustrating on the team. Especially when you've got South Point's just been really rolling offensively against the defense.
Well, we're getting in field goal range.
And I tell you what, that's getting pretty close.
Has there been a hold call tonight?
Not that I know of, unless you want to call a horse collar a hold.
Nah. Crazy calls tonight.
All right, first and 10. Ball ended up on the 32.
Yeah, but a couple of
33.
Like conduct.
33 there. Lee under center. Looking back to throw, man.
Get rid of it.
Oh, and it's going to be an incomplete pass.
He did a great job of getting rid of that football. Wow. He had 3 people on him.
And that was number 7, Latreski Presley he just dashed right through the offensive line.
I don't know how he got through there.
Well, I don't know either.
I don't know how he got rid of the football.
So it'll be second down and 10. Think Burner Whistle going to make a 50-yarder?
Absolutely.
Well, it'd be fun to see.
He'll hit it.
As it's 1:04 left to go, but
be better to see a touchdown.
Red Raiders still got a lot more time, and there's Blee pitches it back to Ross, and Ross is going to get first down yardage all the way down to the 20.
Boy, that'd be make it a lot easier for field goal range.
Yeah, don't have a problem there now. So the clock is down to 56.3, and I believe it's 3 positions past the decimal point now. I don't know. Or maybe there's a number burned out because it's 56.3 space 3.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening with that. And there is a timeout on the field.
I said, Ramirez, you going to get that guy tonight? He said, I am. I promise. He said, I promise.
He's working on it, that's for sure.
If he don't, he gets an A for effort, man. He's all over the place. Not just tonight, every Friday night, isn't he?
Yeah, certainly.
Plays hard. He plays hard.
Oh, he plays hard. He's a great teammate. He's got a great attitude.
Now it looks like just getting ready to come back to play. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders on the Stuart Cramer 20-yard line. And like I say, can the Red Raiders score? And boy, he's going to try as Medlock reaches out and gets into the touchdown with 48 seconds to go. Unbelievable. Cam Medlock stumbling, keeping his knee above, and just stumbles on into the end zone. And finally, he's always going to come back into play, isn't he, Corky?
Unbelievable. How many yards was that run?
Yeah, that was a 20-yard run right there.
20 yards?
Yeah, 20 yards, yes, sir.
20 yards, yeah.
All right, so Burt Whistle on to complete the kick, and it's up, and it's going to be good. So 34-14 with 48.5 seconds left to go in this first half, and we'll be back right after this. You're listening to Red Raider football on AM 1450 WGNC and FM 101.1.
At Belmont Savings Bank, you, the customer, are our number one priority. We believe there are many reasons customers choose to bank with us. Our loan and savings products offer competitive interest rates, and our personal bankers are people you can trust to handle all your financial needs. From financing a new home to planning your financial security, bring your dreams to Belmont Savings Bank. We're proud to be part of our community and to participate in the growth and prosperity of our region. Belmont Savings Bank, since 1915, hometown people, hometown banking. Member FDIC and equal housing opportunity.
This is Trey Lamb, head coach of your Running Bulldogs.
Throwing deep down the center of the field. There's an open man. It's caught. Luther at the goal line. Touchdown, Gardner Webb. Are you kidding me?
Catch every snap of every game all season long on your home for Gardner Webb football. WGNC AM 1450, FM 1011. Go Dogs.
Put this one in the win column. Nyree Gaither with the exclamation mark touchdown.
Big Red.
And we're back as we end up the first half here with 48 seconds to go, and Burt Whistle kicks it. He's almost going to kick that in the upright. Now, that almost went 10 yards deep.
Oh, yeah, that lets me know he didn't like the last one that they ran out.
Wow, he said, I'm going to make sure this doesn't get out. So 48.5 seconds left to go in this first half, and it's been all Red Raiders. It could have gotten a little tighter had Stuart Cramer was able to, maybe get another score before halftime to make it, 28-21. But South Point just has not been able to they have not stopped South Point offensively. All right, Rockaport looking to throw down the middle and incomplete. And looks like South Point's kind of adjusting on that long middle of the field throw.
Yeah, that's about the only place they've had open all night. That was a great call by you, noticing that earlier. Nothing's been happening on the outside. Maybe 4 or 5 yards a pop, if that.
Make it 2nd down and 10. And I tell you got to really be careful in these waning moments of the half and not throw an interception that can end up going for a pick six. And there's a throw right down to the right side, a little screen pass, and it's going to result in a first down for Stuart Cramer.
Well, he can throw it the length of the field.
Rockaport throwing, and it's out of bounds by Tyler Ward. That does stop the clock at 34.4 seconds. Gained about 4 yards, so it'll be 2nd down and 6. They're trying to chop a few yards off and stop the clock as they move down the field. Of course, in high school and in college, you make a first down, the clock stops till they move the chains, and also going on out of bounds. And same thing's happening there, as there was a throw to the right side, and Isaiah Thomas runs out of bounds at the 49-yard line. First down, Stuart Cramer, with 27.9 seconds left to go.
He's trying to get down there.
Yeah. They got to midfield from the 20-yard line. And he's taking his time. Still 18 seconds left on the play clock, and looks over to the sideline to get the play call. You used to see teams where quarterbacks had to run all the way back to the sidelines, and you figure after a while that the fatigue would come in.
Well, he fumbled it.
There's a fumble. I believe South Point got it.
No, South Point had it. It popped out, and Stuart Cramer recovered it.
And I'm trying to think. I do not see. Well, let's see. They've got one timeout left.
And they're calling it now.
And they went ahead and called it with 19.7 seconds. And they did gain a few yards on it, so it will be, I think, third down and 3? It's not first down. Is it second down? Okay, second down and 3.
Yeah, it'll be second.
It's been a beautiful night for football. Is it cooled down some? They said it's not going to be quite as cool tonight as it has been.
It feels pretty good. I don't know what the temperature is.
Yeah, really nice. Nice weather for football. And, once again, the Carolinas are not so bad if you could just eliminate some of this humidity.
Well,
once done that,
once you've been here a while, you kind of get used to it, right, Charlie?
Yeah,
I'm used to it by now.
There's a timeout on the field. Once again, South Point ahead 34-14. There's 19.7 seconds left to go in this first half.
He may try to throw it long.
Yeah, could be. He does have an arm on him for sure.
He does have an arm.
And what the South Point secondary has to do is keep the man in front of him.
His brother played quarterback here too. Did you know that?
Yeah, don't let him get past. Well, Jeff Ramsey, the chairman of the Gaston County School Board, will be our guest at halftime. Plus, we'll get some of the scores from around the area.
Wow,
there's Rockham throwing down the line. It's going to be out of bounds. He actually caught the ball, but about a yard out of bounds, out of the end zone. Now, he has got an arm on him for sure.
He does have an arm.
Yeah. Man, he can throw it down the line.
He can throw it, can he?
So the clock went all the way down to 9.9 seconds.
Didn't his brother play here too?
Yeah, 9.9 seconds.
About 4 seconds ticked off the clock when the play was dead.
And it's interesting because Rockamore went all the way over to the sidelines and wants to change footballs. Maybe it's a little slick. Rockamore is third down and 4. Maybe enough time to get maybe 2 plays, just depending on how he gets it done. And Rockamore
he fumbled it,
and he's going to have to lay
in the backfield.
You have to lay down on it as the ball's back into Stuart Cramer territory at the 47.
First holding call of the game.
And what is that? Adam Hodge out there in the field talking to the referee. Probably saying it's been happening all night, but holding against Stuart Cramer, and they're going to refuse the penalty. They're going to decline it. So that leaves 4.6 seconds left to go, fourth down. And they need to move the guy with the ball needs to move back. He's finally getting the word.
3, 2, 1.
They're going to go ahead and let that one go, even though I'm not sure it was snapped in time. Rockamore's throwing a long pass down the line. And does it get called? It does.
Incomplete.
No, incomplete at the 5-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the first half. Well, folks, it's been all South Point Red Raiders tonight as Stuart Cramer has managed to get a couple of scores in between. It's 34-14 at halftime. And we'll be back right after this. You're listening to Red Raider football on AM 1450, WGNC and FM 101.1.
If you're looking for insurance for your home, auto, business, or life, Erie Insurance offers a range of services to meet individual or business insurance needs. Erie Insurance is available at Avery Insurance Agency. Call Mark Avery for a quote today for your home, auto, motorcycle, RV, and renter's insurance by calling 704-825-4134 or stop by our office at 210 North Main Street in Belmont. Erie and Avery Insurance for incredible deals on insurance.
At Belmont Savings Bank, you, the customer, are our number one priority. We believe there are many reasons customers choose to bank with us. Our loan and savings products offer competitive interest rates, and our personal bankers are people you can trust to handle all your financial needs. From financing a new home to planning your financial security, bring your dreams to Belmont Savings Bank. We're proud to be part of our community and to participate in the growth and prosperity of our region. Belmont Savings Bank, since 1915, hometown people, hometown banking. Member FDIC and equal housing opportunity.
This is Trey Lamb, head coach of your Running Bulldogs.
Throwing deep down the center of the field. There's an open man. It's caught. Luther at the goal line. Touchdown, Gardner Webb. Are you kidding me?
Catch every snap of every game all season long on your home for Gardner Webb football. WGNC AM 1450, FM 1011. Go Dogs.
Put this one in the win column. Nyree Gaither with the exclamation mark touchdown.
Big Red Booster Club is the fundraising arm of the South Point High School Athletic Department, but it also serves the school as the community leader in volunteerism. It's the community that serves the campus community. With meetings held on the first Monday of each month, this is your voice in creating great experiences for every student on campus. Memberships start at just $10. Find out what your $10 can do by logging on to BigRedBoosterClub.org. That's BigRedBoosterClub.org. Support the Red Raiders and go Big Red.
Rollins Insurance offers a wide range of policies and plans to meet your specific business or personal needs. Developing long-term relationships with you is what matters to us, no matter what life throws at you. Being a trusted choice independent insurance agency, we are able to choose a plan that protects you regardless of the company. Contact Larry or Chip to find out more about the packages we offer. For over 40 years, we have worried about your future so you can enjoy life now. Rollins Insurance, 704-825-4010, and they're located at 28 East Woodrow Avenue in Belmont.
You love your favorite old furniture, but you've noticed a few pieces are looking kind of shabby. Well, it's time to call Byram's Upholstery and make that favorite old furniture look brand new. Why buy pricey new furniture when you can have yours redone at Byram's Upholstery? Hey, and you can also protect your good furniture with slipcovers. Custom made by Byram's. Byram's Upholstery, 709 South Main Street in Belmont. Call them at 704-825-8648.
ISI Elite Personal Training opening at 974 South Point Road next to Domino's. Get 7 days free. Results you deserve. Join today. Iron sharpens iron. Call 704-618-6020 and get the results you deserve.
Well, we're back here at the Stuart Cramer High School, the home of the Storm, as the South Point Red Raiders at halftime leading 34-14. And we are joined by the distinguished chairman of the Gaston County Board of Education, Jeff Ramsey. And Jeff, how are you doing tonight?
We're doing well. Unbelievable crowd. I think they might have set a record here at Stuart Cramer tonight.
Yeah, it could
What
have.
do you think, 5,000?
Yeah, pretty good crowd. And isn't it nice that we're able to actually get back to high school football? And you know, it is a little bit of a concern about COVID and everything else, but it seems like we're normalizing and able to live with that dreaded disease.
Yeah, I've been to 3 or 4 ball games, and every stadium sold out. You can tell everybody wants to get back out and enjoy being normal again.
Yeah.
So far, since the school system opened August 17th, we've had a good 1 month ahead of us. And,
that's great.
Kids are excited to be back to normal. The teachers and staff has done a fantastic job. So we're pleased with what's going on.
Well, and I know things are probably a little bit different because of things that have happened, worldwide and nationwide. I know y'all probably had to beef up security through all your schools in Gaston County. What have y'all, I guess, done in that regard?
Well, actually, in the football game tonight, we probably had a couple hundreds people that had to wait to get through the security. We are doing more security than we had this year, and that's a good thing. Everybody wants to be safe. It's a little inconvenient, and we understand that. But the crowd we had, we was prepared for it, but not this big. There's no doubt about that.
But at least it can be a deterrent if you see a metal detector outside and maybe somebody won't bring something in anyway, and it's just, I guess it's just not a place to be, to have ammunition and stuff like that. So, it's a shame that this world's kind of gotten that way,
Absolutely.
But people want to feel safe, and I think that really adds to that. So you've really had a good first month in school. Everything got started good, and what have we got to look forward to with the Gaston County schools?
Well, we're still shorthanded, some teachers and bus drivers, cafeteria, but we're still be able to move forward. Everybody's experiencing shortages in employees. I think probably Cleveland County is too.
Well, there's your compadre out there.
Dot Cherry.
Dot Cherry.
Lord.
So, yeah.
But for the football game tonight, at first we thought South Point was going to leave and be up 40-0, and then I think Stuart Cramer finally woke up to the triple option and figured it out a little bit better. And
it actually could have gotten tighter. It could have been a 28-21 ball game had they been able to stop them, but they've just not been able to stop anything,
Yeah.
It's been really tough with that, but they've not been able to stop the South Point offense.
Absolutely, and they've slowed them down a little bit this time. At least taken about 8 plays to get to the end zone. But South Point's got a little team this year. I'm looking forward to the Kings Mountain South Point game. It looks like Kings Mountain so far is going to be the team to beat in the Big South Conference. There's no doubt about that.
It's going to be kind of interesting for me because I'll be visiting radio in the Kings Mountain booth, and I might
mayor of Kings Mountain.
I might just end up being on the other side. In fact, I think Charlie and I should have a bet.
Absolutely,
just a little bit of a friendly bet.
You got 2 mayors. Y'all definitely. So he'll have to host you at Old Stone. Steakhouse.
Oh, that'd be good, and I can do it.
At Steakhouse.
133.
I think that's the bet to be.
I think that's good. I've already told him he's the best mayor anyway because y'all got 2 Chick-fil-A's and we can't get one.
And they were smart to get across from South Point High School and the New Belmont Middle. So I don't think they have a problem getting business.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
well, Belmont Middle's open now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's really that was
last August. It's been good.
Yeah.
We know the growth areas in the peninsula of South Point, and we built it for 1,200 students because we knew that growth would be there eventually. It's not full yet, but it will be. It just gives us flexibility more.
Well, now, let me ask about that, too, because obviously Charlotte's growing over this way. And, of course, in Kings Mountain, everybody talks about, if you have a subdivision come in, it's going to overburden the schools.
Right.
Does it look like we're in good shape for a good long while with schools, or do we need more construction?
Well, we don't need more construction. When you build apartments and townhomes, you get so many people at one time that concerns us some. But right now we've been able to manage everything for that. But the influx is moving west. Even we're seeing on the west Gaston County growing too.
Yeah.
So it's just not eastern Gaston County, it's all the county. And as we know, Kings Mountain and the rest of Cleveland County is going to grow next.
Yeah.
Because y'all are growing leaps and bounds in Kings Mountain.
And it's really been something, but truth of the matter is they have lost enrollment, and maybe the charter schools and stuff like that, they've lost enrollment, looking for more enrollment because I think some of the Shelby schools over there, are only 30-40% of capacity, and so they've actually eliminated a couple. And we're looking at Kings Mountain, but thought, well, let's take a wait and see attitude.
Well, it used to be a city school, and it's still treated like that too.
Yeah,
but what we've done in the last 5 years going choice programs, and that's really been good for our system. we have 21 choice program now.
Now explain that if you want to go and feature in on one particular.
I'll use East Gaston High School. We partnership with Cramer because Caramont's building a new hospital. We're trying to fill the pipeline for people to work there. So there's 150 seats in the health service wing at East Gaston now. 75 of the students that's in the territory of East Gaston gets to go. The other 75 are drawn from the county. So it'll be 150 kids. After they graduate, they can go to an entry-level job in the hospital, or they can go to Gaston, or go to Belmont Abbey. Belmont Abbey just opened up a nursing school.
Oh, that's great.
So what they're, and a lot of people think it's only nurses and doctors in hospitals. It's
a lot more than that.
A lot more that makes there. So we're partnership with them, and then we just opened a new early college health service. Another avenue that we got, your sister-in-law works at.
Oh, yeah.
At the campus of Gaston College. We got a couple hundred students there. We started last year. That's working out well, too. So kids are really get to choose what career they really would like to focus on. Just like Stuart Cramer here, they got 16 stations of welding stations in there. It stays booked up all the time. We want to build another one on the west side. Wow. To give them opportunity too, because you can start out in high school and graduate in welding, start out $50,000 a year without going to college.
And I'm sure you're doing a lot of cooperative things with Gaston College as well. Yeah, that's been a big thing.
We're creating these pathways, and Gaston and all of us are all together.
I mean, after all, they're going to have to be people that are able to do the welding. We over at Cleveland Community College have a lineman's academy, to fill the jobs of that. And gosh, I tell you what, we just had to up our electric lineman's salary, and they're making high 30s.
Because Duke Energy has that big lineman classes up there, don't they have a training?
I think they do. And the main thing was at one time it was people were hiring them away for fiber, for Google and all them were hiring to install fiber. And I tell you what, if I had the choice of handling electricity or fiber, it's not much of a choice.
Right.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I want to thank you so much for putting yourself out there and working for the public. And I know you do it because you got the heart for Gaston County kids, and you want to see them to have a good education and have them also be successful in life.
Right,
and that's what it's all about.
It's all about. And I wanted to shout out to our teachers and staff. They've had to deal with a lot lately with us. And as a chairman, I'm just going to let them know that we're committed to get this fixed and make it right for them.
Oh, I'm sure.
So we got a meeting Monday night, and I look forward to that and share more with them.
Thank you.
But I'm enjoying the game tonight.
Yeah.
Just to see the band, the dance team, cheerleaders, and all the kids and the parents and everything. It feels like normal, and that's a wonderful thing. And everybody enjoying each other.
Sounds great. Well, Jeff Ramsey, thanks for coming by and visiting, brother.
Thank you.
Good to see
Mayor.
you. Good to see you. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
All right, Jeff Ramsey, the chairman of the Gaston County Board of Elections on our halftime show. We'll be back right after this, and we will talk about the scores from around the area, and we've got some statistics from the first half. You're listening to Red Raider Football on AM 1450 WGNC and FM 101.1.
At Belmont Savings Bank, you, the customer, are our number one priority. We believe there are many reasons customers choose to bank with us. Our loan and savings products offer competitive interest rates, and our personal bankers are people you can trust to handle all your financial needs. From financing a new home to planning your financial security, bring your dreams to Belmont Savings Bank. We're proud to be part of our community and to participate in the growth and prosperity of our region. Belmont Savings Bank, since 1915, hometown people, hometown banking. Member FDIC and equal housing opportunity.
And we're back as the South Point Red Raiders at halftime leading the Stuart Cramer Storm by the score of 34-14. And in the first half, here's some of the statistics. And I tell you, when you look at team total yardage, South Point is 296 total yards, and Stuart Cramer 200. So they're not that far back, but they're certainly on the short end of the stick as far as the score is concerned, 34-14. Well, some of the highlights for South Point rushing, Patrick Blee had 9 carries for 123 yards. Cam Medlock carried 6 times for 39 yards and got a touchdown. Tobin has carried it 5 times for 60. McKinney 4 times for 30, and Ross 2 times for 22 yards. Passing, Patrick Blee is 2 for 4 for 22 yards. Receiving, Blee has received one catch for 19, and Medlock 1 for 3. First downs, the South Point Red Raiders have 12 penalties, 6 penalties for 50 yards, and 1 for 1. They retain that, and interceptions no, turnovers 1 on the game, but that didn't end up hurting them. So team rushing yards, they carried it 26 times for 274 yards and 22 yards passing for a total of 296 yards. And like I say, when you look at Stuart Cramer, the statistics look pretty even when we look at it. Both teams have 12 first downs, but Rockamore has carried the ball 5 times for 38, Odell 4 times for 8, Howes 1 time for 15. Rockamore attempted 30 passes, completed 18, and 1 interception for 63 yards. Receiving, Ward has 4 catches for 44. Johnson, 8 catches for 67. Dyer with 2 catches for 7, and Holland 2 catches for 22. And as we said, 12 first downs for Stuart Cramer. Penalties, they had 3 penalties for 35 yards. Fumbles, they have fumbled it twice and lost it twice. The interceptions, they've intercepted 1 time, total turnovers 1. Team rushing yards 61, but passing yards 139 for 200 yards. And we certainly want to thank Anthony with the campus.com for helping us with our statistics. And if you want to hear anything about South Point Red Raider football, that's the place to go. Well, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back for the opening kickoff of the second half right after this. You're listening to Red Raider football on AM 1450 WGNC and FM 101.1.
Rollins Insurance offers a wide range of policies and plans to meet your specific business or personal needs. Developing long-term relationships with you is what matters to us, no matter what life throws at you. Being a trusted choice independent insurance agency, we are able to choose a plan that protects you regardless of the company. Contact Larry or Chip to find out more about the packages we offer. For over 40 years, we have worried about your future so you can enjoy life now. Rollins Insurance, 704-825-4010, and they're located at 28 East Woodrow Avenue in Belmont. ISI Elite Personal Training opening at 974 South Point Road next to Domino's. Get 7 days free. Results you deserve. Join today. Iron sharpens iron. Call 704-618-6020 and get the results you deserve.
Well, you have gotten the results, Corky, and I guess you're down there with us as you are an ISI customer and very buff guy. And maybe he's gotten me going there.
Well,
so Stuart Cramer's kicking it off, and there is the kickoff, and it's going to hit at the
out of bounds.
6-yard line and go out of bounds.
Well, I had to keep that figure up. Tom Chow, the head trainer, brought me. I said, Tom, I'm hungry. I was trying to get Slim to get me something to eat. He wouldn't do it. He was scared to go in the locker room. You know, our buddy Sam, he's not here to help me out this week. So Tom went and got me a couple granola bars. So I took the headset off and had me a little snack real quick.
Were you able to hear the stats for the second half, or the first half, rather?
Partly.
Well, it was kind of interesting because total yardage, the Red Raiders have 296.
Practically the same yardage, right?
About the same yardage, same first downs, but not the same results.
No, not the same results at all.
If you're looking at the scoreboard, and as we said, South Point ahead 34-14, and we're ready to go as the ball's put on the 35-yard line. And we're start right away. That looked like somebody jumped on that. As Bleed has a quarterback keeper, he gets about 12 yards on the play.
Who was his lead blocker?
Ooh, I didn't see.
5'3", number 14, Dawson Tobin.
I tell you, he's got some heart, doesn't he?
He's tough, man.
I tell you what, I was always smaller than people that I played against. You can always get down lower. If you get down lower, they're jelly in your hands. That's what Tobin's got to do. 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders at the 46, and there's Blee on the quarterback keeper again, and he's into Stuart Cramer territory at the 47.
How did that politicians powwow go at halftime?
Oh, it was very nice.
Honestly, that's why I took my headset off. I didn't want to listen to y'all, so I got me something to eat.
Well, the truth of the matter is, it's really great that Jeff and the people in Gaston County and anybody an elected official, spends their time doing that, because it's got to be for the love of the kids. So
well, it's not for the money, is it?
No, it's not for sure. And you get so much criticism, but you have a lot of background information that's the reason why you go and do what you do. So I feel for elected officials, as I am one of them myself. All right, there's a pitch to Tobin, isn't it?
Harrison McKinney, that's right, as he gets tripped up at the 33-yard line, and once again the Red Raiders on the move. You think about it. Talk about politics for a second. You and Charlie, both mayors.
Yep.
Now, you guys have had a good time. Both of you have had really good runs. But I couldn't imagine. Could you, first of all, imagine being the president and walking in and finding out all the information that he finds out about? It's got to be the same thing at the local level. You walk in, you're the mayor. Hey, mayor, by the way, we got a problem over here that's X, Y, and Z, and nobody else knows about it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And try to solve it too.
Yeah,
happens all the time, Corky.
It looks good until there's a problem, right, Charlie?
Well, and the truth of the matter is, you're not all going to make the right decisions every time, but it's not because you didn't do it for the wrong reasons. You see, if you do it for the right reasons, I think that's okay, because we're all fallible,
That's the most impossible thing to do.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, this South Point offense is doing about everything for the right reasons right now. They're all the way down to Stuart Cramer's 31,
That's
second and 7.
Second and 7.
Corky, if there's any consolation, I didn't have any dinner. So
there you go. Y'all are hungry. That mean I'm going to have to feed y'all after this is over with? All right, there's a little spot pass on the left side. And, boy, that's a great catch and great run after the catch, getting down to the 18-yard line. And I can't see the number. It looks like 86. Gavin Smith, maybe? Or is that 35? I'm sorry. It's just hard to see it through these windows.
Yeah, that was Jackson Blee.
Jackson Blee down there. Okay. Jackson Blee got it. So it's Blee to Blee.
Blee.
Blee to Blee. Blee. So once again, Red Raiders inside the 20-yard line, and there's the number 14, Tobin.
Oh, he got nailed.
Yeah, he had a blocker, but he was so quick he didn't have time for the play to develop. Ran right into the tackle.
And he's the guy that's got to hit the hole, because if he gets any kind of contact, he's going to be nailed.
Charlie, I think you need to get together and get Scott to start catering dinner on Friday night.
Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
I mean, me down here, you hadn't ate anything. I'm down here trying to get team granola bars so I can eat.
Well, Anthony just gave me a little piece of chocolate, so.
Yeah, you just eat so good, Corky.
I'll eat anything right now.
Oh, really? Okay, well, I'll go get you a good old juicy hamburger. All right, there's McKinney all the way down to the 2-yard line. And so, once again,
tell you what,
it absolutely has turned out perfect in the toss of the coin.
And McKinney's had some good runs tonight.
They stop Stuart Cramer. They score first. They take the ball in the second half, and now they're knocking on the door again, leading 34-14. With 8:24 left to go in the third quarter. Yeah, you don't want to put anything in your body that's not going to go to full muscle. I know how you are, Corky.
Oh, no. You burn enough calories, you can eat anything.
All right, there's Cam Medlock, and he was trying to dig to get it in. He was wanting to score, but he gets stopped about at the 1-yard line.
Now, speaking of Cam Medlock digging in and scoring, that play right before halftime, he lowered his head about the 10-yard line.
That was a terrible spot.
They're putting that on the 3.
Yeah, that should have been at least on the 1-yard line. Yeah, they backed him up at least 2 yards there.
Huh.
Yeah, unless he had his knee down there, I don't know. But Medlock's in the backfield, and there's a give to him. No, is a quarterback keeper, and he's in. Touchdown, South Point. I tell you what a game it's going to be between Kings Mountain and South Point. And in fact, Jeff Ramsey said to me, Charlie, that we ought to have a bet. You know, if you win, I have to take you to 238 Cherokee Grill in Kings Mountain, and if I win, you got to take me to Old Stone.
Charlie might have some pull down at Old Stone. He might get you a deal.
All right. There's a snap and the hold, and it's going to be good. So the Red Raiders now up by the score of 41-14, and we'll be back right after this. You're listening to the Red Raiders on AM 1450 WGNC and FM 101.1.
Jeff Gibson of Cabinets Unlimited of Belmont has been building custom cabinetry for over 3 decades. Cabinets Unlimited's award-winning cabinetry has been featured in many home building magazines. They offer the latest styles and trends in custom cabinetry, as well as in house design and custom installation. And all their cabinetry is crafted with pride, not manufactured. From bathroom vanities to complete custom kitchens, from remodels to new construction, turn your ideas and dreams into reality by calling Cabinets Unlimited of Belmont, 704-825-9694.
Chick-fil-A Belmont and the new Chick-fil-A South Point Town Center are proud to support our Red Raiders and the Belmont community. Score with your taste buds. Enjoy Chick-fil-A while cheering on your team tonight. Download the Chick-fil-A One app and order ahead to get all your favorites. That's Chick-fil-A Belmont and the new Chick-fil-A Town Point Center.
All right, there's the kickoff, and Burt Whistle kicks it, and it's going to come to the 1-yard line. And you remember what happened last time? He didn't make it out to the 20. Yeah, that's it.
Will Ross smoked him.
Did he make it back to the 20? I think I'd let that thing go. He's on the 18-yard line.
He ran that back from the 1-inch yard. I mean, he was on his tiptoes trying to keep from going in, ran it back from the 1-inch line.
They need to learn like the pros are just letting it go in. You know, they don't want to run back anymore.
You get hit like that 3 or 4 times, you let it stay in there.
Yeah. 7:24 left in the third quarter. It's 41-14. And it's been kind of shock and awe as the Red Raiders, every time they've gotten the ball, they've scored. And they give up the middle, and he might have gained 2 yards. Maybe, well, he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage, did he? He lost the yard, didn't he? Now they're just going to go ahead and put it down exactly where the line of scrimmage was. They're trying to get some scores from around the area. There's not a lot of reporting going on tonight. Now, let's see if we can find some things. Picked off.
They got to call it down. Cam Crawford, the freshman, picked it up. Will Ross popped him. The ball came out. Crawford picked it up, was going to the end zone. Oh, too bad we don't have instant replay.
Yeah, it would be good for that. The South Point is going to get the turnover. And we may get a running clock in the fourth quarter. Oh, he said he was down. I thought he'd already gotten it. So Rockamore is looking over to the sidelines. Evidently, Stuart Cramer is going to retain it.
Yeah, they just called it incomplete pass.
I was sort of looking to try to figure out if some scores from around the areas we were talking about. And now Rockamore being chased again. And finally,
they're
going to get him.
Finally got him.
Got him all the way back to the 4-yard line. Man, that's been something.
Man, this secondary's played great, hasn't it?
Yeah. Certainly have.
Hey, look, it is what it is. We've called them out many games for playing too soft and playing out tough. They played excellent tonight. I mean, you can't play much better against a guy you like Rockmore. The dude accounts for 400 yards a game, and they've practically stopped him. He's had 2 really good passes all night. That's about it.
Well, I'll tell you what has happened, too, is that South Point has been prepared to start the football game with shock and awe. And that's exactly what's happened, and it's just become something that just keeps rolling.
Yeah.
And that's what's happened tonight. Here's a stoppage in play for a little bit. So was there a penalty on the play? Ball's going to come back to the 10-yard line. Little 5-yard thing. Oh, he's going to punt it, and he punts it up in there. That's the best punt he's delivered all night.
Yeah.
And it's going to be down at the 49-yard line of Stuart Cramer. So pretty good field position for South Point. And can Stuart Cramer find a way to stop?
Yeah, you got to say the answer is no, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like we talked about a second ago, Rockmore, we know he's been good. He's been good for 4 years since he's been here. He's one of the top guys in the state every single year. Every single game he's out here throwing for 300 yards a game. But this defense of South Point has played tremendous. And like I said, a few little open plays over the middle is about all he's got tonight, except for 2 deep passes for touchdowns. South Point's played great on defense and offense. And as soon as we say that, the first play from line of scrimmage is an incomplete pass.
And, that was close to a lateral.
It was.
It could have been an open ball right there, but it was intended for Tobin and incomplete.
This went right through his hands.
Do have some scores. East Gaston and Cherokee are all tied up at 7 apiece. And I'm getting so many from around the area that's out of our area that I'm trying to get down to see some of the ones that we have. North Gaston down to Forest View 20-0. Lincoln and Bunker Hill scoreless. Statesville, let's see, Bessemer City beating Thomas Jefferson Classical.
Here's another flag.
Score 34-6 as the flag comes down. Let's see, RS Central losing to Hendersonville 21-8. I think they got a pretty good team up there in Hendersonville.
I think we got some extracurricular clanging and banging out here. Get that flag.
Charlotte Catholic back in winning ways, winning 35-7. And really trying to get on down, and it's Kings Mountain 22, Hunter Huss 14. Pretty close ball game down there, yeah. Crest leading Ashbrook 21-17. And that's some of the scores from around the area. And it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct against both sides, and it's going to be offsetting penalties. So it'll be once again 3rd down for the Red Raiders on the 47-yard line.
Hey, Charlie, what do you think about the idea of East Gaston playing Cherokee? It's basically, keeping history alive and promoting Native American history, and that's the reason they got the game together. And it's a whole lot better to educate than eradicate, right?
I think so, too.
I think it's going to be good for everybody in the future.
All right, Tobin on the carry, and he's going to get first down yardage and more as he gets down to the 35-yard line.
I think it's a good idea, Corky, to do that.
Yeah, nowadays it's just so easy to cancel everybody or anything. It's a whole lot easier, or actually it's not easier, it's harder just to have some patience and take your time and step back and just educate each other.
Well, you're showing history and respect.
Yeah.
So are they supportive of the Warriors?
Yeah, that's the whole reason. Yeah, that's the whole reason they're doing the series. It's a home and home. So
I got you.
Ball's on the ground, and Stuart Cramer got it.
All right. And coming up with it.
64.
Yeah.
It's a bad snap.
64, Eli Simmons.
Wow. Good see you. Take care. Yeah.
Coach Tate's down here like that old mob boss. He's the guy that's he's like 140 years old, but he's still in charge of the mob. He's walking up and down the sidelines, calling plays and fussing at officials.
There's a big stop right there at the 40-yard line. Gained a couple of yards on that one.
Got to the second about 8, maybe.
4:38 left to go in this third quarter. We can't hear you, huh? All right, third down and 7 on the 40-yard line of Stuart Cramer. Rockamore back to throw. And going to be Chase, gets out of the pocket, runs toward the sideline, and he'll go out of bounds about 2 yards shy of the first down at the 48-yard line.
There's another flag down here in the backfield.
Kind of in the area of a hold.
Holding.
Yes, kind of in the area of holding.
Yes, against Ramirez. I mean, they're practically holding him every time.
You can't do that, man. I'm telling you.
Well, no, you can. It's just a matter of getting caught or not, right?
Yeah, that's it.
You can do whatever you want as long as you don't get caught. When you get caught, that's when you're in trouble.
That's it.
Good point. A long way to go. Man.
4:11 to go, and the ball's all the way back to the, I would say, the 30 or 29-yard line. And down over, it'll be second down and about 20.
They got him.
And Rockamore's got him again. They got him again this time at the 27.
I wish we could show the listeners the coverage from the secondary. These guys are step for step with these receivers, nowhere to throw the football.
Well, and I'll tell you this, Rockamore is such a dangerous quarterback when he's got time. And you hit the nail on the head, Corky, when he was able to stay in the pocket and able to throw down the field. That's when he threw the touchdown pass.
And Scott, it's been probably less than a handful of times all night.
Yeah, that's totally true. Because he's always being chased in the backfield. The screen pass out the right side, and he's going to gain about 15 yards and go out of the bounds about the 44. That's going to make it fourth down and about 3. And I don't know, to be honest with you, I think I would go for it, but they look like they're going to punt it. I mean, what you got to lose? You're down 14 or 41 to 14. Well, it's about 5 yards to go, though.
3 minutes in the quarter left.
Yeah. And back to put it on the 30-yard line. It's going to be a fake. And he's not going to go anywhere. You're going to lose actually a yard on it.
Yeah, he lost yards.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I'm not a football coach. Matter of fact, I'm not much of a sideline reporter.
I think you're doing wonderful.
For that matter, but I mean, I think I'd take my chances with a guy who's worth 400 yards a game throwing the football versus a fake punt that you know South Point's going to snuff out.
If you're going to go for it.
If you're going to go for it, if you're going to go for it, why pull a fake punt when you got Rockamore back there?
I totally agree. Best talented quarterback, and there's Tobin on the carry.
Look at all these
flags.
flags.
Get all the way down to the 30 and a whole bunch of flags, and it's probably going to be holding on that play. And it looks like Cheney was kind of holding his helmet, and he might be the culprit. That's going to be a block in the back.
Block in the back.
What you're going to call.
Hey, have you guys ever seen a high school football player said, "Yeah, I did it"? No, they're throwing their hands up and faking cramps and everything else.
Who, me?
No, me? No, who? What? Huh?
I'll tell you what, though, the film will tell the tale.
Oh, yeah, the film will tell you if he did it or not. You can throw your hands up all you want. When somebody sees the film, they know what happened.
It'll make it work for a couple of days or maybe a day.
Grandma can't take up for you forever.
Yeah. 2:39 left to go. As we said, it's a 41-14 score. And Tobin with the ball, he gets it within 10 yards again as he gets back to the 42.
He's earning his yards tonight. He's having to work.
Yes, he is.
He's probably got 5 or 6 yards of carry, though, don't he? Something like that?
You know, on my roster, I don't have what year he is.
He's a junior.
A junior. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. All right, it's going to be 2nd and 10. It's in Stuart Cramer territory at the 42. There's a snap, and Blee with the football, and he gets hit a couple of times and falls forward to the 26-yard line, first down to South Point Red Raiders.
He's tough as a $2 truck stop steak, isn't he?
I'll tell you what. What a find for a freshman.
Wow.
He's playing like a veteran, Corky.
I'm telling you, man, you know, we saw something different in him when he hit the field that Lincoln game when Pfeiffer went out. He was calm, cool, and collective, commanding. He's not playing like a freshman.
He made the difference.
All right, 1st and 10. There's a give to Cam Medlock. He's on the move. He's going to get tripped up at the 8 or 9 yard line.
See that guy blitzing from the outside? He's coming.
Yeah. 1:23 on the clock.
As soon as Medlock, it's like everybody loves Medlock. As soon as he's got just a little bit of gap of opening, everybody's excited. Everybody wants him to score.
Well, you figure he's going to.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, odds are he's going to carry it down pretty close.
If he gets past the line of scrimmage, everybody in the stands are up.
All right, a pitch to Tobin around the left side. And he's going to work his way in. Did he get in?
The ball came out. The ball came out.
Flag down. That was a... Am I correct in seeing a flag down there?
He fumbled the football into the end zone, and Stuart Cramer recovered it.
All right. Well, they'll change sides. That goes to the 20, doesn't it?
It's a good thing Doc Omi is down here because Coach Tate's about to have he's about to have a heart attack. Doc, you need to check his blood pressure.
Good thing he's retired.
Oh, he's not retired. He's never retired.
20-yard line. How about that? That was a big break for Stuart Cramer, I'll tell you that.
Yes, that ball's going to come out to the 20-yard line because Tobin was going in. 55 seconds left in this third quarter, and then we got a 12-minute quarter to go, but it's been all Red Raiders tonight, 41-14. All right, Rockamore once again throwing that sideline pass to number 10 Johnson, and Johnson's going to go out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
That's the only play that's been consistent for him all night long.
You're right, Corky.
Little quick sideline pass is about it. Everything else has been disruptive except for a play here or there. Oh, it is picked off.
Picked off.
Will Ross
right there.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh. Will Ross hit the receiver right down the middle. So what we talked about, it's been open all night long. The receiver's down. He's hurt. Ball popped loose. Yeah. Will Ross hit him. Jaquise was there, picked it off.
Got Isaiah Johnson. I think it was Isaiah Johnson.
Well, there's the belt. They get over there. They like that belt, don't they?
Oh, yeah, they love the belt.
Love to get that belt. And of course, that's on all the interceptions. I guess that's a secondary thing, huh?
It's a turnover belt.
Okay. Anybody that gets a turnover.
Anybody that gets a turnover.
Doesn't have to be an interception.
And it was Jason Rumpelt got it made by one of our friends and supporters from the Pembroke Indian tribe.
All right. And there's Blee on the carry, and he carries a bunch of guys down to the 33.
He's tough as nails, I'm telling you. And just a freshman, that's what's scary.
Scary for the opposition, that's for sure. And then there's the clock's moving on down to 18 seconds in this quarter, and we'll turn it around. They don't have to go very far as the ball is on the 38-yard line. And they're going to get one more play in, looks like. And there's a give to Tobin. Tobin off the left tackle as he is still on his feet, but he'll finally be brought down.
He had every arm he had like an octopus on the football that time.
Very close to a first down.
Got down to the 34-yard line, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. And so at the end of the third quarter, we're the Red Raiders leading by a score 41-14 with 12 minutes away from victory number 4, and we'll be back right after this. You're listening to AM 1450 WGNC and FM 101.1.
Let's go to King Mountain game.
At Belmont Savings Bank, you, the customer, are our number one priority. We believe there are many reasons customers choose to bank with us. Our loan and savings products offer competitive interest rates, and our personal bankers are people you can trust to handle all your financial needs. From financing a new home to planning your financial security, bring your dreams to Belmont Savings Bank. We're proud to be part of our community and to participate in the growth and prosperity of our region. Belmont Savings Bank, since 1915, hometown people, hometown banking. Member FDIC and equal housing opportunity.
This is Trey Lamb, head coach of your Running Bulldogs.
Throwing deep down the center of the field. There's an open man. It's caught. Luther at the goal line. Touchdown, Gardner Webb. Are you kidding me?
Catch every snap of every game all season long on your home for Gardner Webb football. WGNC AM 1450, FM 1011. Go Dogs.
Put this one in the win column. Nyree Gaither with the exclamation mark touchdown.
Big
Rollins Insurance offers a wide range of policies and plans to meet your specific business or personal needs. Developing long-term relationships with you is what matters to us, no matter what life throws at you. Being a trusted choice independent insurance agency, we are able to choose a plan that protects you regardless of the company. Contact Larry or Chip to find out more about the packages we offer. For over 40 years, we have worried about your future so you can enjoy life now. Rollins Insurance, 704-825-4010, and they're located at 28 East Woodrow Avenue in Belmont.
All right, so Patrick Blee with the football, and he does a good job in getting forward and gets the first down, but there is a flag on the play. What do you think the call is on that? Another holding?
I don't know, but his brother Jackson's not too happy.
Maybe blocking the back. A face mask against South Point. Yeah, face mask.
What's that, about 4 face mask calls tonight?
Been a bunch.
I think so.
That's going to come all the way back to the 43. Pretty close to the first down marker.
There wasn't that many called last week, opening day of the NFL, was there?
Yeah. Been a nice night for football. Still 22-14, Kings Mountain Hunter Huss. And it looks like, Crest is winning tonight. Here comes Patrick Blee throwing down the line. He throws an interception. And catching it is Frank Thomas as he goes out of bounds at the
Got another flag.
5-yard line.
What's that flag for?
And see, that's a difficult throw to make because you're running to the left.
Yeah.
For a right-hander. And that was really up for a right pick right there. Kind of right in the arms of Frank Thomas. And like I say, there is a flag on the play, so we'll see what happens. Going to be holding
on the return.
Going to be holding against Stuart Cramer, so it'll bring them back a little bit.
Well, enough penalties, we'll get a chance to score again.
So they're going to be starting all the way back to the 25-yard line. As we said, 41-14 the score. South Point looking to get their 4th victory of the year. As we'll be going back home next week to take on this same Hunter Huskies. It's doing battle with Kings Mountain tonight over there. Throw out of bounds at the 31. Complete to Isaiah Thomas, or Johnson rather.
I'm down here with Calvin Craig and his crew. Calvin, how many pounds of turf pellets do you have in your shoe? I feel like I got about 2 pounds in my left shoe, at least a half a pound in my right. What about you?
At least half a pound in mine.
Once again, those little sideline passes don't seem to really be getting anywhere. It is going to cause a 3rd down and about a 1 situation.
Frank Vickers has been all over the place tonight.
All right, there's Odell, and Odell will get the 1st down as he gets to the 40-yard line, but guys, you're down 41-14, 2 or 3 yards at a time. Doesn't do you too much good, does it?
Charlie, that's Frank's son.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
I know Frankie Odell.
Yeah, his boy, Mark's a big boy, isn't he?
State policeman. Yeah, he is.
All right, so Rockamore ready to throw down the line. Almost picked off by Ross at the 40-yard line.
Went through his hands, hit him in the helmet.
He was dreaming about that belt.
Oh, he had that belt in his eyes, didn't he? He's trying to come over here and get on video.
So Ross almost gets an interception on the South Point 40-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Now for Stuart Cramer on their own 40. And there's Odell with the football again, and he's going to lose 2 yards.
Rumpf has 3 interceptions on the year, I believe.
Yeah.
Micah has 2. Rumpf has 3.
So Rumpf has to give up the belt whenever there's a turnover.
Yeah, he's the champ right now.
So he keeps it until there is another turnover.
Yeah.
Good deal. All right. He was kind of hoping that he dropped the ball too, so he could keep that belt for a little while longer.
No, these guys are celebrating. they want everybody to get one.
Is that going to be a complete pass?
Ramirez finally got him.
Yeah.
Finally got him. He got him too.
Pretty hard.
That's going to make it 4th down. Wow. So they're going to punt it away.
All that hard work is worth that 1 hit. I promise you it is. As hard as that guy's work, he finally got him.
He's been trying to get him all night long.
He got him that time. It was worth all the effort.
All right, updated scores. Kings Mountain 29, Hunter Huss 14. And there's the punt. That's one of the better ones of the night. It's going to hit. I hit a Stuart Cramer player at the 26-yard line. He was able to get a good spiral on that one to get a little more yardage, but they didn't give as much pressure as they have.
My grandson's having such a good time in the band.
I'm sure. Give up the middle, and he's going to get down to the 29-yard line.
Well, we threw 60 out for a total number to go over.
Please hurt.
Oh yeah, hope it's just a cramp.
Yes, he's walking off like a cramp.
Yeah.
We're at 55 points. Are we going to go over 60?
I don't know. We're right at it. I think we were talking about around 60.
Yeah, I said 60.
Yeah.
The bookies are nervous.
And Crest leads Ashbrook 27-17.
Oh, my goodness. McKinney fumbled the football. Stuart Cramer had at least 5 guys had their hands on it. Should have recovered it, and Dawson Tobin dives in under 5 guys and recovers the fumble.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, but they're getting sloppy with the football. That's like 4 or 5 turnovers tonight.
Hard-hitting game, though. Hard-hitting game.
Yeah, you're right, Charlie. You have to contribute that to some of it. That's right. That's a good point.
So now 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders on their own 47-yard line. Well, there was a blitz that time, and Cam Medlock's going to gain about 4 yards on the play.
They've been running that middle linebacker in all night.
All night long.
All night long.
And the truth of the matter is, what you do is just pound it away, and take this one to the house. Let the clock just keep running, because the clock is your friend right now.
It's my friend, because I'm ready to go home and eat something else.
I hear you. Gonna go? I'll take you to dinner.
Hey, Corky, I haven't eaten anything at all.
I'll take you. I'll take both of you to dinner.
And make us pay for it?
No, I'm gonna pay for it. Be happy to. I mean, y'all work so expensively. All right, there's a tackle. They're going to be close to a first down.
Well, that kind of backfired. Stuart Cramer guy tried to be assertive and ram Chaney into the ground, and he's on the ground and Chaney's up.
It was Chaney on the carry.
The defender trying to rough Chaney up, and Chaney got up and walked away, and the defender's on the ground.
Should be a first down.
Backfired.
Now, who are some of the other scores we might get? Because there's Crest Ashbrook and Kings Mountain Hunter Huss.
What's the Kings Mountain score? 29-14?
Yes, 29-14 now in the third quarter. And then, as we see, Crest leading Ashbrook 27-17. Crest seems to be, I think, getting back on their feet. They lost a pretty tough one to Burns, 35-12. Kings Mountain shuts them out, Burns. And then winning that big. Now, this is what a guy over in Shelby, a guy named Dennis Davis would say. It was a slobber knocker down there at 54-49, won that one over Shelby.
That's the old Jim Ross line, JR from wrestling.
There you go. Okay.
Slobber knocker.
Be interested to find out. Of course, Shelby will start getting into their 2A, 1A schedule. Be interested to see what they're doing tonight. See, I'll go ahead and try to look that one up as well.
Devontae McCorvin, I think, is the guy that's coming off the field.
I think they've got a bye tonight, I think.
Who does?
Shelby, maybe. I'm not sure. First and 10. And there's the pitch now to Tobin again, and Tobin's going to dive forward and get all the way to the 35-yard line.
He's tough.
About a yard shy.
I tell you, that Tobin, he's
tough.
Been a powerhouse tonight.
So little, too, you know?
Yeah. Well, I don't have any score, but they're playing Cherville tonight in Cherville. And then they got Thomas Jefferson, Highland Tech, Bessemer City, East Gaston. Little 1A, 2A conference that they're in. All right. Him to Blee's got it, but there's a fumble, and Stuart Cramer has recovered it. A little bit of sloppiness right there.
Yeah, that's at least 5 turnovers.
On that.
Or 5 fumbles at least.
Yeah.
4 fumbles in a row.
Stuart Cramer will take it over on their own 36-yard line.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say I'm not going to try to talk to Coach Hodge after the game, even though they're going to win. He's not too happy, and I can't really blame him.
My grandson plays for Chrysler King, and they're 4-0.
All right, there you go. 7:07 left to go. As they give up to the middle. And it looked like he tripped up just a little bit and fell down. That was number 14, Javin Robbs, on the carry. Different quarterback, too. I think they're taking Rockamore out.
Rockamore's probably shaking up.
Yeah, maybe. And they certainly got to hold him as number 8, Ryan Denton. Ryan Denton's in and quarterback for Stuart Cramer now. Yeah, 6:31.
When I told you the last play that it was worth every bit of all the effort Ramirez had put forth all night, when he finally got his hands on Rockamore, I wasn't joking. I mean, he hit him hard.
Rockamore is standing over here with his helmet off at about the 35-yard line and out of bounds. And there's Robbs on the throw, and there's going to be a flag on the play. Receiver was Hunter Dye.
Personal foul.
Charlie, can you tell how much time's left in the game? Look at all them numbers up there.
There's a bunch.
6 minutes and 4 seconds.
Well, what's those numbers after the 4?
0.2.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's like a nuclear warhead's about to go off. Look at it. Look at that thing.
It's got tenths of a second.
It's like 5 numbers up there clicking.
Yeah, it's got tenths of a second for the whole game, so they must use it for a track timer. There's the runner gets tripped up.
I'm looking around for an alien invasion or something.
Ryan Denton, again the quarterback. Frankly, they've been moving the ball pretty good. T.J. Watson in the backfield, and there's a throw, and it gets caught.
Yeah. He's going to the house. He's going to the house. Unless that quarterback gets him. Oh!
That was Garrett Strait. Jaden Garrett Strait on the pick. And he's going to go over and get his chance at the belt.
He's going to come get that belt now.
I know he is.
Amazing, isn't it?
Let me tell you this. That was a heck of a play. I don't know whether you got to see that one, Corky, but he was able to reach up and grab it from behind. Credit probably a glove on that one because it stuck to that glove as he picked it off.
Moving it back.
Oh, listen.
Oh, no. Bringing it back.
The interception.
All right, and it goes back, and it'll be first down. For South Point, they did retain it. It was an interception.
You're going to have a difficult game to score, Anthony.
Now, the guy's got, there you go. He just flipped it over there. It was a first down now. Hit second down on that one. All right, there's Medlock. And he's going to get a first down as he gets over to the 45-yard line before being tackled. The 5:05.
I think that belt motivation is a good thing. What do you guys think?
Oh, yeah.
So.
You know they're out there.
That's what they're doing.
Look, they're coming off the field saying, "Where's the belt? Give me the belt. Give me the belt."
41-14 to score in favor of South Point here with 4:55 left to go. And a little while since we recapped that because of the fact it's been all South Point all night long. Rockamore, done a fairly decent job, but Stuart Cramer not able to stop South Point at all offensively. Cam Medlock makes the carry there all the way down to the 37.
He got a lot of yards tonight, too, Cam Medlock.
Aaron Chaney out here acting like he's like 7 feet, 365 pounds after that block.
Second down in short yardage.
He's a tough little kid.
There's a give to Medlock up the middle. He's going to get down to the 30-yard line. And I tell you this, guys, I really think this is the time of the game where you really need to sort of pull your starters. Because you certainly don't want to get somebody hurt in a 41-14 win.
Or you keep those guys out there and make sure they don't turn the ball over again.
Yeah, that's true, but I'm thinking about the rest of the way.
Well, you got to remember they were off, for 2 weeks practically.
Yeah. So maybe that's the consideration to be able to have that stamina to go full game. Oh golly, look at that! Patrick Bleed is carrying the ball all the way down to the 15-yard line. He's carrying people.
He's a bull.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. Got 15-yard on that carry.
Just really hadn't seen anybody that has been able to stop the Red Raiders so far this season, really. I mean, you ever seen anybody? I don't think I've seen anybody that's been a problem. No team's been a problem so far. Looking for win number 4. Kings Mountain's looking for win number 4. And Crest with a 3-1 record. They're looking for their win over Ashbrook if they hold on. So it really looks like, I guess it's Kings Mountain and South Point atop the Big South in this early part of the season.
We mentioned a couple weeks ago South Point ranked number 2 in the state. Didn't play last week, fell to the number 5 spot.
Wow.
I got the cheerleaders behind me. They're ready to celebrate. I hope we give them something to celebrate about.
There you go. They must have heard you.
Oh, yeah, they heard me.
There you go.
They're worse than me if a camera or a microphone's around. They want to be around it.
All right, Medlock with the carry down to the 5-yard line, and they must have heard me because Ashton Green's now the new quarterback. Thank goodness. Just worried about, don't want to get anybody hurt. Not in a game like this. As the time has got down to 2:10.
Yeah, they got something.
All right, there's the pitch to number 19. That's McKinney. Harrison McKinney on the touchdown.
Another flag.
Uh-oh. Oh, come on. See if that one's coming back.
Hold it against South Point.
Oh, come on. That was a great run by Harrison McKinney off the left tackle, or right tackle, rather.
Good pitch, too.
1:54 to go, and that's going to go, that's going to go all back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, 15. Okay, there you go. It was right at the goal line. And I did not see the official over there because the speaker was in my way. Was it holding?
Yeah, holding.
Holding on South Point. So it will be 3rd down and 10 for the Red Raiders on the 15 of Stuart Cramer. And there's Medlock. Medlock
he got
tripped. He got tripped up at the 5-yard line.
So close. So close.
Officially, they're going to put it at the 4. 148.
He had a defender in front of him. Great field of vision. Cut back to the left, and the guy reached out and got his foot at the last second, tripped him up.
Truth of the matter is, Medlock wants to get his yardages in.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'd want to get another touchdown, a couple more yards. He said, forget the belt. He wants another touchdown.
That's it. Green behind center.
And he's going to get it.
And he's going to get it as he goes in unscathed this time. And South Point on the board now with a 47-14 lead over Stuart Cramer.
3 touchdowns for Bedlock, too.
Yeah.
He got 3 tonight, Charlie?
Yeah.
That gives him 10 on the season.
Yep.
All right, now Crest now leads 33-17 over Ashbrook. Yeah, they're both 2-1. So it looks like Crest is going to end up, it's already in the fourth quarter. Looks like Crest is going to go to 3-1 on the year. And the kick is going to be good. All right, so we will be back right after this. It's 47-14 with 1:24 left to go. It's going to be win number 4 for the South Point Red Raiders. And you're listening to AM 1450 WGNC and FM 101.1.
At Belmont Savings Bank, you, the customer, are our #1 priority. We believe there are many reasons customers choose to bank with us. Our loan and savings products offer competitive interest rates, and our personal bankers are people you can trust to handle all your financial needs. From financing a new home to planning your financial security, bring your dreams to Belmont Savings Bank. We're proud to be part of our community and to participate in the growth and prosperity of our region. Belmont Savings Bank, since 1915, hometown people, hometown banking. Member FDIC and equal housing opportunity.
All right, and we are back here at Stuart Cramer High School as the Red Raiders taking this one all the way 47-14 with 1:24 left to go in the game. And update, Kings Mountain over at Hunter Huss 37-14 now in the fourth quarter. So looks like they're going to be going to 4-0, South Point 4-0. And gosh, we're going to meet them in probably 3 weeks, I believe. I think it's 3 weeks over in Kings Mountain. And there's a kick, and it's going to go way deep into the back of the end zone. And Stuart Cramer, once again, knows that they're going to start on the 20-yard line. And so somebody got into him and said, if it's close, don't ever try to catch it because you're not going to make it back to the 20.
Could you imagine if Burt Whistle was a linebacker with his intensity?
That's something.
Have you ever seen a kicker as intense as this guy? As competitive as he is.
Yeah, he's something else.
He can't stand to make a mistake.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, you're going to place the ball on the 20-yard line. It's Stuart Cramer.
How many turnovers we had here tonight? About 9?
Yeah, it's been a bunch in this third and fourth quarter for sure. Weren't but one turnover apiece during the first half. As we said, Ashton Green's in at quarterback, the quarterback for the Stuart Cramer. Ryan Deaton was moving the ball pretty good down there for the Storm, really. I think they did pretty good. Deaton's being chased. He's going to throw it down the end zone, and it's complete as he goes out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It'll be first down. Stuart Cramer. So this guy's pretty decent.
Boy, that scoreboard went off quick, didn't it?
It did.
No more numbers on that thing. Look, have you ever seen a scoreboard go off that quick in your life?
They got cut off pretty dang quick. You didn't want to look at that.
Ever. Wow. Charlie, you ever seen that before? Have you ever seen a scoreboard get cut off?
And it got cut off right when it went down to 0 as the South Point Red Raiders win this one 48-14. And I'd like to see you try to get Adam Hodge. I think that'd be a pretty good interview. He can't be too upset about that game, Yeah. So
Yeah, we'll see if we can grab him.
Yeah, see if you can. And so we'll take a break and we'll come back for our post-game show right after this. Final score, South Point 47 and Stuart Cramer 14. And we'll be back right after this. You're listening to Red Raider football on AM 1450 WGNC and FM 101.1.
Rollins Insurance offers a wide range of policies and plans to meet your specific business or personal needs. Developing long-term relationships with you is what matters to us, no matter what life throws at you. Being a trusted choice independent insurance agency, we are able to choose a plan that protects you regardless of the company. Contact Larry or Chip to find out more about the packages we offer. For over 40 years, we have worried about your future so you can enjoy life now. Rollins Insurance, 704-825-4010, and they're located at 28 East Woodrow Avenue in Belmont.
You love your favorite old furniture, but you've noticed a few pieces are looking kind of shabby. Well, it's time to call Byram's Upholstery and make that favorite old furniture look brand new. Why buy pricey new furniture when you can have yours redone at Byram's Upholstery? Hey, and you can also protect your good furniture with slipcovers, custom made by Byram's. Byram's Upholstery, 709 South Main Street in Belmont. Call them at 704-825-8648.
ISI Elite Personal Training opening at 974 South Point Road next to Domino's. It's 7 days free. Results you deserve. Join today. Iron sharpens iron. Call 704-618-6020 and get the results you deserve.
Jeff Gibson of Cabinets Unlimited of Belmont has been building custom cabinetry for over 3 decades. Cabinets Unlimited's award-winning cabinetry has been featured in many home building magazines. They offer the latest styles and trends in custom cabinetry, as well as in house design and custom installation. And all their cabinetry is crafted with pride, not manufactured. From bathroom vanities to complete custom kitchens, from remodels to new construction, turn your ideas and dreams into reality by calling Cabinets Unlimited of Belmont, 704-825-9694.
Chick-fil-A Belmont and the new Chick-fil-A South Point Town Center are proud to support our Red Raiders and the Belmont community. Score with your taste buds. Enjoy Chick-fil-A while cheering on your team tonight. Download the Chick-fil-A One app and order ahead to get all your favorites. That's Chick-fil-A Belmont and the new Chick-fil-A Town Point Center. This is the South Point Red Raider postgame show, featuring highlights, game analysis for tonight's contest. Now let's go live to the stadium for tonight's South Point Red Raider postgame show.
And we're back here at Stuart Cramer High School in Cramerton, North Carolina, just a few miles away from the great city of Belmont and South Point. As a big rivalry game tonight, never really got going as South Point, really it was kind of a shock and awe at the very beginning of the game as they were able to get an interception right off the bat and score, and it just was off to the races since then. I tell you, Stuart Cramer was really coming back just a little bit toward the end of the first half because it was, I think it was 28-14. And had you been, with a 2-score situation, had they been able to maybe stop South Point tonight, they could have come back and, made it an interesting game with a 28-21 score, maybe got that within one score, but they weren't able to do that. And Corky, when you ever get Adam, you go ahead and interrupt me, and we'll get Adam Hodge, the head coach of the Red Raiders, on the radio tonight as they move to 4-0.
Well, I got him. I know he's not too happy. The game got a little bit sloppy. Coach, I don't know if you noticed this or not. That's the fastest I've ever seen a scoreboard get turned off after a sporting event in my life. It wasn't pretty, but you guys got the job done tonight.
Well, it's always good to win.
It don't matter how, right?
Well, at the end of the night, you won't have more points than they do. And we did, man. Defense did a great job there in the second half, bowing their neck and shut them out there in the second half. Did a great job. We messed around there. We got up. We scored right after I told them we need to score right after half, and we did. And then we kind of messed around there and kicked it around and everything else. But It gives something to work on. I mean, you got to get better at everything, and that gives something to work on Monday because we sure gonna work on it.
Is everybody as competitive as Burt Whistle? He's over here crying, trying to get Coach to change the stats on that extra point. What happened there? It looked like it was good.
Well, I asked the guy under the post. I said, was it left or right? He said it's inside. I said, well, if it's inside, it's good. But I ain't no official. I ain't never tried to be one, so I'm gonna go home and see my youngins.
I'm not an official or a coach, and not much of a sideline guy, but I appreciate it, Coach. See you next week. Congratulations.
So that was Adam Hodge with the South Point Red Raiders enjoying that 47-14 score. And, you know, you always try to think about, you know, making the game perfect. But, God, they got after it pretty good. And I think that's sort of the mark of this team, Corky, is that it's a shock and all team. They're going to go after you quick. They're going to go after you hard. And you better be prepared because you're going to be on the seat of your pants.
Yeah, but just like Coach said, though, there's a lot of stuff to work on. You know, you get a week off, you get a bye week early. You hadn't even started clicking yet. You got a lot of new guys in the offense, and you know you're still trying to gel and get things going. As good as we've looked the first couple games, you know, it's still a long way from where we need to be and where we want to be. So you get a week off, and it's much needed, but. You know, you get rusty. Then you come in here and turn the ball over and don't play too well. But like Coach Hodge said, at the end of the game, it's a W, and that's all that really matters.
That's true. The 4-0, the South Point Red Raiders. And, Charlie, you got some of the statistics. Let's go ahead and go through it.
I do. 26 first downs for the South Point Red Raiders, 12 penalties for 135 yards. That's more than we should have had, but nonetheless, fumbled 4 times. Interceptions once. 5 turnovers total. But the good part about it, we rushed for 491 yards for the game, 34 passing yards to total yardage 525.
Right.
Stuart Cramer rather, had 14 first downs, 6 for 70 yards and penalties, 2 fumbles lost. Interceptions 3, total turnovers 3, but the rushing yards 61. South Point held it to 61 yards rushing. This kid Rocamore is a great passer. He passed for 201 yards, but the total yardage for Stuart Cramer was 262 yards.
Wow, they didn't do much from the first half, did they?
Doubled them.
Yeah.
Doubled them.
Yeah. That's all they got, Charlie. 262.
262 is all they had.
It was 200 at halftime, you know. So
yeah, it was 200 at halftime.
Yeah, that's right. So, all right. Well, thank you a lot, Charlie, for the statistics of tonight's game. And once again, the Red Raiders moved to 4-0. The scores so far are the ones that in the top of the Big South tonight. We've had a little bit of a trouble getting those scores. But Kings Mountain looking to go 4-0 as well, leading 37-14 over Hunter Huss, who comes into that one with a 1-2 record. And then Crest is all over Ashbrook, 33-17, and both of those in the fourth quarter. So as things tighten up, it looks like it may be a Crest, Kings Mountain, and South Point shootout in the end, trying to move on to the state playoffs.
May very well be.
Yeah, that's true. So, Corky, any final thoughts? He's already cut me off. So.
No, I said, yeah, I have a final thought. Open the door and let me in.
Oh, there you go.
Open the door and let him in.
So, you say you're hungry. If you want to.
I've been telling you I was hungry since halftime. Now you like me out of the press box. I can't even get in.
Well, now I'm opening the door, and where are you?
Oh, hold on.
I'm
trying to sign autographs out here real quick.
Sounds good. Well, anyway, any final thoughts?
You still with me?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Guy was out here waiting
on you.
Oh, no, just like Coach Hodge said, it wasn't pretty, but it's a W, and that's all that really matters. And the good thing about it is it's over, and you'll go back and watch film tonight and figure out what we need to work on to get better for next week.
Well, and I know the fact of the matter is there's always going to be something that you can work on, but you got to be happy on a 47-14 shocking all game.
Even if you shut them out, there's always something to work on.
Always something to work on because you want a complete game and you want to be able to stay on top of your game, from the kickoff to the gong.
Yeah.
The ending gong.
Yeah, I'm ready to hit the gong.
I hear you. You mean gone?
Yeah, I'm gonging and goning.
That's right. All right. So what's up for the Red Raiders next week? We're going to be going to back home to Lineberger Stadium here in Belmont, as we'll be taking on those Hunter Huskies. They look like they're going to be 1-3, and those dogs may be hungry.
The Huskies, I'll tell you,
they're tough. They got good athletes. Yeah, they got good athletes. They really do. All right, so for Corky Franks and Charlie Martin, this is Scott Nicer saying so long from the campus of Stuart Cramer High School.